you don't even see him move. Ride with me, boss. I got a hard head, but her ass off. She want the last name with the ring on it. Cause I pulled out $1 million cash, told her plank on it.
In the morning here, some pump up music. We're back. Another day, another dollar live at the BDH, baby. I got my orange phone. I got my hater blockers. I'm fucking ready, boys. I'm ready to make some money today. I don't know about you guys. I'm back here. We're doing it live. This microphone, man, doesn't have one stick close to my mouth. My microphone's low volume. Well, you about to find out what about to get high volume. High volume. Only problem is, why don't you answer the email? Oh, what? My little Filipino man not answering the email? Dude, it's late at night there right now. Relax, chat. All right. All right. One more round of applause, chat. One more round of applause. I deserve it. Come on. Round of applause. Welcome. We're back here this morning for another day, another dollar. We've got our good friend D Money. He's about to pop in here. He's loading up some Lucid accounts right now. We're gonna get him funded. We're gonna get them payouts. Lucid right now, 40% off. Use the code PW. Also, for people in the chat, you're gonna be like, Patrick, you can use, basically sign up, right? Go over there to Lucid. There's a link somewhere. I'll put it in the chat here. If you sign up, I got a secret code for you. I'm going to talk about how you can get 50% off, right? 50% off for 2 accounts. So you buy 5 accounts, you get 50% off 2 of them. I don't know if how the math is mathing, but like it's basically free. Something. It's like, well, because if it's 50% off, it's kind of like buy one get one free. Is my math mathing? Mr. D Money, is the math mathing, or is that
pretty close? Yeah, it sounds about right to me.
If it's 50% off, it's basically like buy one get one free, right? I mean, you work in retail, you know what's up. If Target's selling Coca-Cola 50% off and you buy 2, it's basically like buying 1.
Yeah, it's like buying 1. Good morning.
I'm not good at math, man. That's I think that's one of my super abilities. The fact that I can make money, but I can't count money. Every day I'd be looking at my P&L. I'm like, it's too much to count. I only know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And after that, fugazi. I look at my bank account sometimes and I'm like, is that 1.8 million or is that 1.9 million? It's hard to figure out. All right. Well, how you feeling? What'd you do? Any WNBA last night?
WNBA last night. So the Fever lost.
Wait, who's your team? You have a team, or you just like them all?
So the Fever. I roll with the Fever.
Would you date like a professional basketball player, like a 7 foot tall one?
No. So absolutely not.
Really?
So I would.
What's like the height? What would be the height that you would cut it off at?
Probably like 5'8", 5'9".
5'8"?
Yeah, like 5'8".
Come on,
yeah,
I can see you with like a 6'4". Come on,
that's an Amazon.
I'm just saying, you already got one baby. Maybe work on the next baby. A little WNBA player one day.
Yeah, like there's actually a few very attractive like WNBA players. Like,
the blonde chick's pretty hot.
I'm not gonna lie.
Who's that
for the Fever?
Yeah,
Sophie Cunningham.
Yeah, I think maybe she's like tall, blonde.
Yeah, Sophie
She
Cunningham.
don't look like a basketball player, but she's not dressed up. You'd be like, oh, she's a supermodel.
Yeah, she's one. She's one of them.
Yeah, there's definitely some fugly looking ones though too.
Yeah, there's some ugly ones for sure. So
hey, at least we can agree on that. You know, we don't have to agree on everything, but at least we can agree there are some ugly ones.
yeah. So Fever lost. You know, Mitchell got hurt last night in the third quarter. They actually took it to overtime. So I'm not gonna lie, that was a really good game last night. So the Fever lost in overtime. They lost. I turned it off at the end because it was like midnight.
Are they breaking in the 70s yet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was close to 100. It was like 187 or something.
I remember like last time I saw WNBA, it was like a 50 point, 60 point was like the top of there.
The top. Yeah, they're breaking 100s now.
No, okay.
So it's going to be the Aces versus Phoenix Mercury in the finals, which I'm probably not going to watch. So
wait, why not?
I'm
Just
done.
don't care?
Yeah, I'm done at this point. I wanted the Indiana Fever to win.
Man, this guy, he's a hater. I thought you were a supporter, man.
But I do think that the Mercury are going to win.
All right.
To be honest.
I like it. Conviction.
Yeah.
Actual conviction here. All right. Well, you know what? We just walked in. We were looking at the charts here, and it's crazy because this is like almost the same exact kind of bullshit that we had. Well, maybe it went a little lower overnight, but like, look at that. I guess maybe some numbers came out this morning. I don't know. It just dumped into the London Open. It went sideways for like an hour and a half, and then got right back up into this range again. So here we are. Still, what's funny is like if you look on the chart right now, this is literally the 15-minute range from yesterday still.
Yeah.
And we talked about it yesterday. Everybody kept talking about the market was going to sell off. Market was going to sell off. Well, look, literally until 3 o'clock, basically, we were in that 15-minute range all day.
Yeah.
So, maybe like I said, maybe it wasn't a bad idea to kind of just be like, hey, fuck it. Don't trade it. Stay out of it. Don't go doing that. Don't go chasing waterfalls. I'll tell you one thing. I learned a lot in life, and I learned that if you go chasing waterfalls, you're going to find a waterfall.
Yeah.
And then you're going to get screwed.
I was able to catch some buys yesterday on the 4-hour 2 o'clock candle.
Oh,
so
you were training for power hour.
Yeah, I'm trading power hour yesterday. So I did catch some buys on that 4-hour 2 o'clock candle yesterday.
Okay.
So that was basically when that candle opened at 2 o'clock.
Let me see that. Let me see what we got here. 1 hour chart, 2 o'clock candle.
Yeah.
I asked someone this the other day. Do you know how to do it? Do you use TradingView? You use TradingView, right?
Yeah.
How do you change time frames but not move the chart? Like sometimes, like if let's say you're looking at the 1 minute chart and then you change it to the 1 hour chart, it just like everything's moved.
I know.
So then you got to find where you were at.
I think there's a way to lock it on the screen, but I think you can try locking it on the lower left-hand side of the screen.
So you got long, you had 2 hours.
Yeah, right at the open of that 768 level.
Yeah, fuck.
Right at the open. My stop loss was 731, the bottom wick of the previous 4-hour candle. And
targeting kind of the highs again.
Yeah, targeting the highs.
Yeah, but so you're basically long from the 760, stop at the 730s. You got a 30-point stop loss with a 100. What is that? 850 area. So like 100 points to the upside.
Yeah,
look at this guy, 3-1 over here, Mr. 3-1. We call him
Mr. 3-1.
Mr. 3-1. all right, I like it. Look at that. People, they'd be like, man, D-Money, he don't know what he's doing. I'm like, man, you just give him some time, man. Again, but like it's so funny because someone gonna be like, oh, y'all didn't know what was gonna happen yesterday. Like, no one did.
Yeah, no one did.
Right? There were a lot of people that were looking for shorts, a lot of people looking for longs, and that's why the market went nowhere. So it's not like this magical thing of like, wow, y'all didn't know what was gonna happen. I'm like, well, if the market's chopping, the market's going nowhere, that basically means no one knows what direction we're. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, sure. There's somebody in the chat who's like, yeah, I bought the dip and I made money. And there's someone in the chat who's like, yeah, I shorted the top and I made money. It's like, okay, but like I guarantee that there's a majority of people here did not make money, or they got chopped up, or they got a little profit, or they walked away. So those choppy days are basically just telling you like, hey, there's no clear direction, that you might as just stay out of it. So let's see what happens. Do we get the bullback today? I'm going to trademark that, by the way. Don't be using that. Don't be putting that. I'm putting that on a t-shirt. Bullback. Someone going to be like, what, bull and what back? I'm like, it's a bullback. All right. If the market's pulling back, it's a bullback. I'm selling a new course, Steve Money. Secrets of Bullbacks. The title, the the picture on the course DVD is going to be just the back of a bull. Bullbacks. Get ready for some more bullbacks today, chat. It sounds like a porn site. Well, you know, only prop firms, bullback.com. I mean, there is a coincidence here. Somebody actually told me that one time, like, only prop firms, it sounds like only fans. I'm like, well, you, my friend, you are smart. Very, very, very smart. Oh my God. New York Fire Department responding to a partial building collapse in the Bronx. Hopefully no one was inside the collapsed building. You know, it's funny, like last time I was in New York City, we were staying in whatever high rise looking down, and like you're looking down some of those buildings and you're like, man, some of the buildings would be looking sketchy. Yeah. Like, I don't know how that building still be standing, you know, like they be just looking like they're gonna fall over any moment. Bullbacks. All right, well, the market just I'd say the only thing that's kind of interesting to me right now is the fact that we did gap down. You know, I got my Gaps love to get filled shirt on here today, so you know, I gotta believe it. I'm wearing the shirt, so I was like, I gotta believe that there is a chance that we get a gap fill here today. Because even if we do get the gap fill, what does that do, right? It's still like in that chop. Yeah. Right. It would just be like chopping into yesterday's kind of high. You know, so like, not a crazy idea. I like the fact that we already took out we already took out yesterday's low. Right, we took out yesterday's low. We took out Monday's. I mean, we took out Monday's low yesterday, but last night, pretty big push down, and then that push back up here. So I guess maybe we dump at open, you know, possibly, but based on the hourly chart, you would think that there would be some momentum to kind of retest that 900 level.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I agree. So I mean, we do have news we do have rep folder news at 10 a.m. What we got? We got ISM manufacturing PMI. So
them damn ISMers.
Yeah. So that's definitely on the horizon at 10 a.m. So it'll be interesting to see how that shakes out. But I do feel that we are at this point going to retest the highs, right? So I think that looking at the 1 hour chart right now, I mean, maybe we get, you know, that current 1 hour candle is basically retesting the previous 1 hour candle, right? Yeah. With a small wick at the bottom. So maybe we do get a push down right at the open, and then we'll get some kind of push up. But at this point, I feel like we're due for that push to the upside. So to that 25.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's funny because
25,000 level.
A lot of times if you think about it, right? Like if let's say this was a 1 minute chart. We're looking at a 1 minute chart. We'd be looking at this like, okay, you know, we break out here, this bull flag on the 1 minute chart, we push above the 800s, like that would be my entry. So like, if you see the same pattern, if I saw this pattern on a 1 minute chart, we took out that low, we pushed back up, like would I be long there? Probably. Yeah. Absolutely. So the fact that we're seeing that same pattern on a 1 hour chart is kind of like, above 800s, we got the highs up there, what, 805, 803. I mean, I think like major resistance from there is what? That big wick kind of yesterday at open, 6 p.m. open, like 880. That's right there towards that 900 level. It's like, it's also just kind of playing into the, like I said, the idea of the chop. Yeah. Right? Like, market's been choppy, not really been going anywhere. Look at the daily candle. Very interesting daily candle as well. We obviously took out the previous day low. We took out the Monday low. We wicked basically down there to the open of that Friday daily candle, which had that big wick on the bottom. Yeah. So.
And right off the 652 level, which is the 14 EMA on the daily chart. So we're pushing back up.
So all right. Go higher. The best part is we can sit here all day long and trying to predict what's going to happen, and then at open it just drops 100 points, and then we're like, never mind. Yeah. JK. So we'll see. It's getting tight, getting very tight right here. Actually, you can see like on the 1 minute chart, higher lows. Those highs are just like basically getting stuck there right below the 95s. So that to me makes me believe that we would break through the highs. The fact that we keep putting in higher lows. It's tight either way. We tight either way, boys. Yeah. pull back here at open, touch that 775 level, get that reaction off that low again, push up there. It's possible. Anything's possible. You know, they don't call it trading for nothing. If everybody made money every day, they would just call it profiting. Same thing with like fishing. People always like, man, fishing, you got to go out there, you don't catch any fish. I'm like, well, they don't call it catching. They call it fishing for a reason. You would think that someone that fishes as much as I do would have the patience to be patient, wait for the market to come to me. But I think even when I'm fishing, I'm chasing down the fish. Yeah, so the big news today, Lucid Trading, we were talking about them past couple weeks. They now officially have Trade-Evate. For a while, they had some other, other platforms, and now with Trade-Evate, it's going to obviously open up a lot more doors. I think a lot of traders, majority of traders, they're on Trade-Evate. I don't care what anyone says. There's something about, just using a tried and true platform. And well, Trade-Evate's been around for as long as I can remember. I think the first ever futures trade I ever made was on Trade-Evate. Trading micros when they first came out. I remember when the micros first came out, I was like, oh, this is really cool. Right? It's like, I can only, because like, yeah, it was scary to trade futures, to put on 2 contracts and possibly lose $1,000 and a 10-point move. You're like, oh, it's a lot, a lot of leverage for someone with a small account. But the micros, when you're a new trader and you got a small account, like it really does level the playing field. And the best part is, like, it's very easy to scale as well, right? If you can make money, I would say, like, the theory is if you can make money with micros consistently, it's just like getting to that point where you're now like, okay, I'm trading 10 micros, so now I'm going to size up to 1 mini. Yeah. Right? Like nothing changes, right? You're not changing your strategy. You're just literally trading a larger contract, more leverage. So like, I think it's great for like the progression of traders, because you can be a beginner trader, start out trading micros, learn to make $100 a day, and then just like trade the minis. And now, well, maybe, obviously it's not that easy, chat, but I think it's more just like the process of it, the actual like execution, the buying, the selling. It's exactly the same as a micro versus a mini. Yeah. Then it's just come the emotional. But that's why I love copy trading, right? Like even with like Lucid, Apex, you got 5 accounts at Lucid. You trade 1 mini per account. You're spreading that risk out across 5 accounts. You're getting, the way you have to think about it is that at the end of the day, when you sign up for a prop firm, you're signing up for drawdown, right? You're buying drawdown. So if you buy 5 accounts, you have $5,000 drawdown across 5 accounts. Now you've got $25,000 in drawdown. Yeah. So you can trade, 5 minis per across the board. And it's like, I've got $25,000 to play with here with drawdown. So that's like really the OP value of the copy trading. Because if you can make money trading 1 account, well, the theory is you can make money trading 5 accounts. How many people in the chat are looking at the boys over there at Lucid? Any Lucid traders? Anybody in the chat? Were you trading Lucid before they had Trade-Evate? Does it now having Trade-Evate, does that make you even more excited? Did you what's the plan here? So the deal is basically they have a 40% off sale. If you're a new customer, you can buy 2 accounts at 50% off. If you've already been a customer, you then just use the 40% off. So 40% off for normal customers, 50% off 2 accounts for new customers, or possibly, I guess it might even be for existing customers that are now signing up for NinjaTrader or Trade-Evate. So there's options. Yeah, there you go. It's limited to 2 uses. Doesn't matter if you're a new customer or an old customer. So let's go. Today, if you guys have not already hit that like button, help me out, blow it up. I gotta pay D money, man. He gets paid in likes. You know, every day I give him 1,000 likes and then he leaves happy. So help me help you. All right. He said he ain't going to stay around here no more if you don't get 1,000 likes a day. That's his demand, not mine. So just keeping that in, you know, let's keep D-Money happy. All right. Let's keep him happy. Have you been spotted yet? Like out in the wild, anybody come up, D-Money? It's going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
It's going to happen for sure.
It's going to happen. My brother, I was driving. I think I went to Whole Foods yesterday, and I was driving home. And my brother was like, "Hey man, I checked out PW stream yesterday, and I saw you on there." He's like, "Oh, it's so cool." So that was like pretty cool.
Yeah. I got spotted the other day twice in one day.
Nice.
I was at the gym in the morning. I got spotted, and then I was at the gas station. Some guy ran over. He's like Patrick Wieland. I'm like, what's up? And he's like, it's so funny because he's like my buddy. He loves you, man. He loves you. And I'm like, are you sure it's not you? And he's like, he wanted to FaceTime his buddy. He's like, can I FaceTime him? I'm like, yeah. And the guy didn't answer. And he's like, oh, he's gonna be so mad that he didn't get to talk to you. And I was like, he can tune into a live stream, get to hear me talk all you want. It is funny though when I like meet people because I feel like some people are like very shy and they like, oh, I saw you, but I didn't want to bother you. And I'm like, oh man.
Yeah,
like,
I'll watch you from a distance.
I love come on. I love me some PW, and there's nothing better for my ego than you coming over and telling me that you watch me live on YouTube, because I'm gonna be like real excited to meet you. So never be afraid to say what's up. Just don't be a weirdo and like come over and try to make love to me or something, you know, unless you're like, nah, not even that. Bring me presents. I like presents. Your brother, does he trade?
Yeah, he trades.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's starting out. He's just starting now.
You mentoring him, trying to like give him some advice.
Yeah, a little bit. He was trading Forex. He didn't want to make the shift over to futures, and I've been telling him for a while to switch over.
Yep.
So he's finally.
It's funny when people switch over. They're like, "Wow, this is so much better."
Yeah.
Right?
Now he's like, "Oh, I should have done this sooner.
Yeah,
I'm never leaving."
I have never met someone who like went from trading Forex to trading futures, and they're like, "Oh man, it sucks. I hate futures."
Yeah.
Because it's like there's so many benefits. Like we already said, like the fact that there's no slippage, there's no like spread.
Yep.
You know, a lot of the Forex places you have a big spread. So it's like even if you get in, they put you in at like a terrible price.
Oh yeah.
And then if you get out, you get in at a terrible price.
Yep.
So you're playing with that slippage a lot on the Forex side. All right, so we got 5 minutes here till market opens. This is that little pullback here, 5-minute candle. We'll see. We're hitting these trend lines. Ding, 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 ding. Getting real tight here. We just talked about there on the bigger picture, kind of this idea of pushing back up, testing, that high from yesterday, possibly. We took out a few of the lows already. The overnight low dumped, dang, bang, bang. The problem is we're still in this freaking range from yesterday. It's like a nightmare that never ends. I feel like now I gotta do this all over again.
Yeah.
Because we could, again, guess what? We could just fucking chop in this stupid range for a whole nother day. Let's go.
Definitely
New
gotta
battle
be patient.
idea.
Definitely got to be patient and try to let the market show some kind of hand, right? So if it's going to be a range day, then I think...
let's see the range get set.
Yeah, let's see the range get set. And then...
We're playing into the range idea, then let's see if we get the bottom of the range.
Yeah.
The autofocus on my camera. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's gotta make my head get tapped there. Tapping my head. All right, I think we're good. Maybe. Oh no, now we're really bad. Oh god. Now it's all fucked. Everything's fucked. Oh god, I can't make it better.
Somebody said they saw D-Money. I saw you at the WNBA Fanatics Anonymous meeting. Classic.
No, good one. Got him good there.
Got him.
Hey, editor. Somebody help me. Help. 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 Can you help? I can't focus it if I try to lean in, then it fucks up like where I'm sitting at. So you got to focus. What are you doing? No. Yeah, like just put it on manual focus because it's like searching. So just put it on manual and then just like focus it on my face right here. No, on the fucking, just put it on manual and then use the lens, bro. The what? It should be manual. It looks good now. What'd you do? Whatever you did, just leave like that. Don't touch anything else. Go back to working, editor. That's why I call the editor, not the filmer. Now it's not even focused. God, now it's not. Oh God, just go back. Leave me to die here, editor. I think that's fine. All right, we pulled back down to the VWAP for now. We got a little push back up off the VWAP. We bounced there earlier. Let's see what happens here at open. Another day, another dollar. I'm up a nice little fat stack in these Apex accounts right now, and I'm like only a few days away from a payout. So kind of go into that theory of like, better just play it safe, get a few $100 here next couple days, and then get that payout, and then continue on with the journey. It's about I think 19 accounts, 3,000. That's like 37K payout coming up there from those accounts, and then. That's one thing that I've learned about Apex. Like, it's good to take those. It's good to take the payouts.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with take the payouts. Like, I've had times where I was like, I'm not going to take a payout because I just want to keep, making the account bigger and getting more money. And then that's when I end up losing all of it. So it's like,
lock that payout.
Yeah. Take one payout, pay yourself 35 grand, whatever, 37 grand. And then you can be like, okay, I'll keep going. Here we go. Market is open.
Market open.
Well, let's see. D-Money in the house. Right there, the VWAP for now. The nice thing is we can just kind of be very patient here. Like you said, we'll let this range form. If we're going to be a range day, let the range form.
Yeah.
All right. Like don't go chasing waterfalls right here at open for nothing. Wait, it's 57K? Hold on a second. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, it'd be 57.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely taking the payout now. I thought for some reason I thought it was 37. See, I told you I'm bad at math. Nobody believes me. People think that millionaires do all their own accounting. I'm like, no, man, I got a guy for that. The funniest is I had my accountant one time. He's like, do you know what this $500,000 wire's for? I'm like, I have no idea. He's like, that's a good problem to have. I'm like, I know. Literally looking up bank account. I'm like, I don't know where that money came from. Let me figure it out real quickly. Probably I know it's from some prop firm, but I don't know which one. All right, we're kind of chopping around right here at the VWAP. This could be a perfect spot to get long and then get that rip back up. Just got to be patient here. We, just kind of, ES is holding up there. NVIDIA's going straight up right now. Is that the perfect place to get long, D-Money, or what? Oh my Lord. Did I just predict the future here?
Called it.
Did I just predict the future, chat? Oh my God. Oh my Lord. God, sometimes, man. And yes, I took the trade. Took the long there from the 80s right up there in the 94s. Give me 14 points. That's $286 across 19 accounts. Nice. Like I said, let these accounts just get to that payout, get my payout, and then we'll keep it going. Look at this thing. Oh my God. That's one of those trades where, I was instantly filled. I literally got long and then I put my target and didn't even, I think that trade was 7 seconds.
Yeah. In and
7
out.
seconds. I'm done.
In and out.
All right. That's $4,000 on the day. You're chilling. 14 points, baby. It's all you I'm telling you. People don't believe me. They're like, nah, man, you got to get fucking 3 to 1. I'm like, trust me. You don't. You do not. Wow. See, and it's like that. The funny thing is, look, where are we at, right? We took that. We bounced right down there to the VWAP. We ripped straight back up off the VWAP there. The other day I tried that trade. It didn't work out.
It didn't work. Yeah.
Right? It didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work.
But look at it now.
Yeah.
That's almost 100 points already off of that fucking trade.
Ripper.
So it just, again, it's like, guys, just because it doesn't work one day does not mean that the strategy is terrible, right? That's the problem is people would be like, oh man, I would never buy that dip there because it's going to sell off more. I'm like, well, this is all you talked about the other day. that little sell down at open.
Yeah.
That's not selling down. That is literally they're building up that.
Yeah,
they're gonna get that rocket fuel to fucking send it higher.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what happened. I saw people in the chat talking about getting short there, and I'm like, hey, sometimes it works. Sometimes getting short at open, getting that big dump, it works. But majority of the time, the market is going to try to fuck people before it goes higher or go lower. And that's exactly what it did. It fucked people on that first 1 minute candle. Everyone got so excited to get short, and then they just all got squeezed the shit out of them. The shit is squeezed.
Yeah, almost 100 points.
Yeah.
85 points.
Off the fucking VWAP, man. Off the fucking VWAP. And it also, like we said, this is exactly what you would expect in kind of a range bound market, right? Still holding yesterday's 15-minute range. That's what's funny is like we basically bounced off the bottom of that 15-minute range from yesterday.
Yeah.
And ripped right back up. So, fucking A. That's epic. Should I just like go on vacation now? Peace out, motherfuckers. I don't care what anyone says. Like if you can make 14 points, 15 points a day, make a little bit of money, and then walk away, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
Who cares what else happens? Everyone in the chat, like, you gotta know, man, you gotta make more trades. Like, wow, I don't have to. All right, I think maybe there's another long setup coming. Let be patient. You said we got 10 o'clock news, right?
Yeah, you got 10 o'clock news.
Oh, fuck.
ISM manufacturing news at 10 o'clock.
All right, well, I got some more Lucid accounts. You got some Lucid accounts. You get some Lucid accounts? Not yet?
Not yet. They're coming.
Hurry up, Lucid. Get this guy some money. Make him some money.
Yeah, they're
By the way, Lucid is launching Tradeovate today. If you guys have not checked out Lucid Trading, I wouldn't say they're new on the block, but this is the first time that they've offered Tradeovate, so that's kind of big news. This little pullback right here, I'm tempted to try a long one more time, but I kind of like, maybe I should have already been long here, but maybe try it right here. Let's try this. Look for basically a push up through the highs now. We pulled back there into those EMAs, kind of like running to stop below 800. Maybe not the best entry right there, but if this market keeps pushing, then we let it ride.
Yeah, I'm gonna try a long too.
We got a pivot point up there at the 840s, so I'm not going to be too greedy here. I'll kind of look for that little push up there to the 840s. Give me 10 points here. Remember, chat, 10 points a day keeps the doctor away.
Nice. Yep.
There
it is. Yep.
Thank you very much. Peace out, motherfuckers. I'm out of here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go sit on my yacht and get my dick sucked and smoke a joint.
Yeah, well,
2 trades.
nice trade.
2 trades.
I'm up 630 on the day so far. Nice trade. The momentum.
Like, honestly though, I'm not even trying to toot my own fucking horn right now. Who is doing it like this? Who? D-Money.
That boy good. That boy good.
That boy good.
That boy good.
That boy real good. I got three fucking amazing Porsches. Like, I built a fucking empire of winning, and somebody is like, why would anyone ever bet against me? It's like, at what point in my life have I ever not won? So it's like, hey, I've had some ups and I've had downs, but I've always come out on top at the end of the day. And it's just like, that's the kind of person that you don't fucking bet against. You don't bet against the guy that literally wakes up in the morning and fucking pisses excellence. You don't do it. You don't do it. I had a really good, while we wait, right here at this pivot point now. If you're still looking for these longs, maybe it goes a little bit higher, but like, just be a little careful. Those pivot points, they love to fuck around with those pivot points. So I had this little thing. I think me and D-Money talked about it already off camera, but the other day I was reading this thing about how there was actually scientific proof, right? About, I guess, like from a molecular level, that there is a thing as luck, right? Like molecules, like atoms and stuff will like group up with other atoms that are like positive. They have like positive, like, energy or whatever. Not like, because like they're not like negative energy, right? So like the positive energy attracts other molecules, other energy, and it like ends up basically creating like luck from like a molecular standpoint. And I think that everybody has luck, right? Everybody has an opportunity to be lucky, but there are people out there who they basically, instead of looking for opportunity, they play the victim role where they're like, man, yeah, well, I can't trade because fucking trading, it's a scam. It's like, well, that's fine, like believe what you want, but like all you're doing is just putting that negative belief out there. You're not believing that you can do something that no one else can do. And it's like, it sounds crazy, but this idea that people are like, oh, Patrick Wieland just gets lucky, he gets lucky. And it's like, well, like if all I ever did was like, if I was just purely getting lucky over and over, like either I'm the luckiest motherfucker on this planet, or there's like this real, like a deep belief that like at the end of the day, like you make your own luck, right? If you're not open to opportunities, if you can't see the opportunities and then be able to take those opportunities, like that's the luck, right? Like for D Money, like he could have sat there at his house and been like, fuck, I'm not going to email Patrick about being on the show. Yeah. Right? Like he's never going to respond to me. I'm just fucking D Money. Like what, like that guy's racist. He don't even like me. He's not even going to respond to my email. But instead you're like, fuck it. I'm going to take my shot. Yeah. I'm going to shoot my shot and not that you're like, hey, look at you now, but like, you're here. Right? But you easily could have been sitting at home and been like, nah, man, fucking Patrick, man, that guy sucks. He would never answer my email, but you took the chance and here you are. Take the chance. Right? Yeah. And people might say, well, D Money got lucky, but no, he literally just took a chance. Yeah, absolutely. Like he literally, all you did was send an email. I sent an email. You sent an email because you're like, what's the worst that happens? Yeah. They don't respond.
I was talking to my brother about that last night. I'm like, it's like crazy because I've been watching you for years. And I'm like, if I would have never sent that email, nothing would have happened. Yeah. I would still just be watching at home. So instead of taking my shot, taking a risk, right? Yeah. Taking a chance. And look. So,
and some people might say, oh, you got lucky, but it's like, no, you took the opportunity. Like luck is basically, everybody has an opportunity to be lucky, but like too many people just don't take the chance. Yeah. Right. Like I've said a million times, like I'd rather fail on my own terms than sit around and fail on someone else's terms. Yeah. Right. Like, like you worked corporate, you worked these big major corporations. And at the end of the day, you can work your ass off. You can be the best fucking store manager in the world. And they're going to be like, good job. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, but they're like, like that's they're exactly they're gonna be like, good job, D Money, and you're like, yeah, but I did it. Like, yeah, you did it. Yeah. But like, I don't give a fuck. It's like they're not gonna give you fucking like, hey, you're the owner of the company now. So like, for my dad always said, he's like, when you're working for somebody else, all you're doing is you're building their dream. You're making their dream come true, right? So like, I don't know. I'd rather fail on my own terms than go and fail on someone else's terms, because you can easily fail. Like, look how many people work their whole lives. And then the company goes bankrupt or whatever, their pensions are gone, their retirement's gone for what? Like you spent 40 years working to get a pension. Yep. Like, fuck that, man.
So I think it really hit me last year. So I was working, I think I was telling Ginger yesterday. We went to lunch and I think I was telling Ginger yesterday or the day before. So at one point I was working, I think I had worked a 3-month stretch, no day off. So it's like, every day, 12, 15-hour days, right? And an article came out that, like the Harris of Walmart, his daughter had her $300 million yacht parked up in Miami. Yeah. So, and I remember like looking at it, I'm like, and don't get me wrong, like store managers make like,
you get paid, but like you ain't driving a fucking $300 million yacht.
Yeah, but you don't have a $300 million yacht and you're working, 3 months straight with no day off, right? So I think my thought process when I sent that email to Ginger was, what's the alternative? The alternative is you're going to be working retail management for a very long time, right? So take the risk, take the chance, bet on yourself.
And it's also like you did it from like a smart place too, right? Like I'm sure you had money saved. Like you didn't just quit your job and then go, fuck you, Target, I'm going to go become a YouTuber.
Nope.
You gotta have. I do want to say, obviously, like you should have a plan, right? Like no one should just fucking quit their job when you have responsibilities and stuff. But like, yeah, I think you gotta take chances in life. Yeah. Because if you don't take chances, no one's gonna come to you and be like, I'm not gonna show up at your house, like, hey man, you watch my stream, you want to come join me? Like I'm not gonna go out of my way to find you, right?
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, no, I love it. Someone says D Money has a daytime job. He used to. But that's what I love too, right? Like I love the people that think that, oh, well, I can't believe you had a real job. And it's like, I mean, you have more knowledge now of like just how companies are ran, like the business of it all. Like that's power, right? That at the end of the day, like you're experienced in the marketplace. Like, you know, like what is going to make a company successful, what's going to make a store successful, what's going to make a retail company successful versus somebody who's like, I would never want to work for no fucking retail company. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, but at least you got the experience now. Like my buddy from high school, he worked for Publix for like 20 years.
Yep.
Right.
My mom used to work for Publix.
He would always cry and he'd be like, man, like, I don't know what to do. Like, I've always worked for Publix my whole life. He's like, what am I going to do? And I'm like, what do you mean? What are you going to do? He goes, well, like, I don't have any job experience like anywhere else. I'm like, bro, you worked in one of the top like grocery stores in, you know, the Southeast. Yeah. Right. You know, their entire operation from the fucking beginning to the end. Cause he worked as a bagger and then he got all the way up to like a produce manager. Then he was like a stocking manager. He did the ops. So he knows every little thing about that company. Yeah. So I'm like, you are a very valuable person because guess what? You can go to one of their vendors. You can go to one of their, you know, suppliers and be like, hey, I worked at Publix for 20 years. Yeah. You want to get more store shelf? Yeah. Store shelf experience. I have the experience. I can help you grow because I have been there. I put in the time and the effort, and that's what he did. He went and worked. Now he works for a beer distribution company, and he makes like 3 times as much as he did at Publix. Yeah. But he got hired because they were like, "Fuck, this guy had 20 years experience at Publix." And this motherfucker, I swear to God, he never missed a day of work. I'm like, Joey, the fact that you just like you could just literally be like, "Here's my resume." I never missed a day of work. Yeah. Like that alone, you're getting hired anywhere.
Nowadays,
like,
that's hard.
You know what I mean? Like, fuck.
It's hard to find.
I don't care if you're half retarded. As long as you show up for work, that's all I care about. Oh, man. You got to love it. All right. So the Nasdaq pulls back here. We're holding up. I think we're going to push. We do have 10 o'clock news here, 15 minutes. The gap fill makes a lot of sense. Like I said, we wore the shirt today. Gaps love to get filled. If I wasn't already up in the green, I might be getting long for a push through here. But hey, nothing wrong with being patient. Let this 15-minute range play out. We're right there. We're so fucking close, right? So the idea here, like kind of playing into the range, like we said, we didn't go lower here at open. So, well, what would be the next kind of idea, right? Okay, we break to the upside, test kind of that gap fill area, then maybe we chop back down. We'll see what happens. News comes out here in 15 minutes. So we're making the money. We're making the money.
And I think, so this is the final PMI, the 945 final PMI. Not obviously it's not red folder. The red folder is the ISM manufacturing PMI at 10, but this is
we did have 945 news.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
just came out. Right now. Little pullback there.
Yeah, a little pullback.
15-minute range is set. The best thing too is like, if you are bullish, you think it's going to go higher, guess what? What's better than it pulling back and just like consolidating more in this range?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Then you're like, hey, like now I feel even better about getting long. Tim Martin said my neighbor retired a millionaire from Publix. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong. Like, you know, my buddy, he retired as well. But like, you get to a point where you're just like, you know, you want to do other stuff. You want to grow. And I think you know, Joey, my buddy, I think he retired with a ton of public stock.
Yeah, stock. And they're private, right? So they're not, you know, that's a benefit. Their stock. So
yeah, they basically just tell you what the price is.
Yes. So yeah, Publix is a good company. Yeah. But it all depends on you, right? Like what you want to do. Like, do you want to work for somebody for your whole life, or do you want to have more freedom? It's not about working for somebody, but it's about having more freedom. Trading gives you more freedom, right? So like 60 hours a week, 70 hours a week, you know, every week is tough. You know, and that's what I was basically doing, right? If somebody drops the ball in your store as a store manager, you got to pick up the pieces.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want your store to fall apart. So if you got high standards, I mean, you can let it fall apart, but you're ultimately accountable for that. You won't be there for long. So,
but again, like, you know, if you wouldn't have done that, if you wouldn't have gone that path, then, you know, who knows where you'd be at right now, just in terms of like, you know, your mentality. Like now it's like, fuck, man, I grinded for 60 hours a week and I got, you know, like now I'm like, if I could work for fucking 10 hours a week trading, like that would be huge, right? So like you have more appreciation for that, like just the gift of the time. Yeah. Right. Like it's not like, I don't know about for you, but like for me, it's always been about the freedom. Yeah. Right. Like I wake up every morning and I get to do exactly what I want to do. Right. I don't have to, no one tells me, oh, Patrick, you got to be at work at 9 a.m. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going foiling today. You know, I do whatever I want every day. I'm kind of like trapped now because I got to come here and make money off of YouTube. But, you know, I built my own little prison here. Yeah. But I mean, that's also just because I'm a greedy bastard and I want to make more money. Because I also like, I am a firm believer that like, hey, if it's raining, you got to put out buckets. Because like, who knows? You know, maybe next year no one watches me on YouTube anymore and I'm just irrelevant. And now I got to go just go live in the woods, I guess. So I'm like, well, hey, make as much money as I can right now, and then hopefully I can retire and just chill the rest of my life. Trading does give you more freedom, but you have to trade and make enough profit to sustain your lifestyle. Well, I mean, that's kind of the business of it. All right, Nasdaq. I'm happy we got them. We made the money when we did, because this is like just the perfect spot to not make money.
Yeah.
Wait for this news to come out. 5-minute chart. Wick. Had a big wick on the bottom of that 5-minute candle, and then just straight back down here again. So, oof. The range is real once again today. Back down to that pivot. All right, I'm up $286. I took that first trade there in those Apex accounts, locked that in. Obviously, 19 accounts, 286. I think I might be done trading these accounts for the day, honestly. The old Patrick Wieland, the one that used to blow up accounts every day other than every other day. Well, that old one, he'd be going hard right now, still trading this and trying to make more money for no reason. Already knowing that I've already secured the payout, so I might as well just fucking lock it in right there. There's that pullback all the way back down there.
All the way back. All the way back down.
So I think I'm gonna stick to these. Try to get these Lucid. I think these are evals. I don't think they're straight to funded. No, I'm pretty sure they're evals. Wow. What a trap. What a trap.
Just swept the 930 open. Low.
Whew. Someone must be tweeting or something. Maryland officials discuss federal government shutdown. 9 hours till the federal government shut down. Yesterday it was 12 hours. Why is it 9 hours now? What did they do? They just extended it? We're going to kick it down the road a little bit. That is nasty. Wow. Or wait, is the Fed government is it already shut down? Maybe that's why the ticker is going up now. So yeah, maybe that's what it is. It's been shut down for 9 hours now. Oh God. 1 p.m. White House press briefing. Oh God. Yeah, sorry. It's no more government. I guess. Wait. If I make money today, do I have to pay taxes?
I know, right?
Hold on a second, chat.
That's a good question.
Tax-free day?
That's a good question.
We need to figure someone. Hey, Ginger, find that out. Call my accountant. Call my accountant. Is it tax-free now? No more government? It's shut down. Why am I going to pay taxes? The government's not even working. Tax holiday. Everybody load up on accounts, baby. They'd be like, oh, we were shut down for 24 hours. Sorry, you still owe us taxes. Oh, fuck. All right, Nasdaq pushing back up here right now. We are being patient. Come on, chat. We got to get 1,000 likes here on the chat right now. We got 662 likes. I hate to be that guy, but like I said, D Money, he said he's not coming back if we don't get at least 1,000 likes. So, Pat, what about next week? How's it going? Wait, what? What about next week? I don't know, but
They're talking about the competition. Maybe they're talking about the trading competition. Yeah.
Alex, how's that looking? You haven't seen the thing from Greg yet? You saw it or you haven't? What the fuck are they doing? All right, so yeah, chat, just getting an update here. They're building out the website for the competition to sign up. I'm very, very hopeful that we'll have it tomorrow. If not tomorrow, Friday by the latest. You'll be able to sign up and then enter for the battle at the worldwide BDH battle happening next week, Monday through Friday. So give me a little bit of patience. I know everybody wants to sign up now, but you can't trade till Monday anyway. So just relax. And I think we got confirmation too that I think me and D Money are going to do the contest too. So
let's go.
I need D Money to win it so I can not have to pay $10,000. D Money gets first, I get second. Perfect.
So I think they were asking for my screen or profit. So I'm actually up 680.
680.
2 accounts.
That ain't bad.
Across 2 accounts, total 680.
All right. I like it.
340 each account, roughly.
I mean, that's what you mean, 680 in less than an hour.
Yeah,
It's not a bad. That's not a bad hourly wage. And yeah, we're gonna bring the top 5 traders from the contest. I don't know. Hopefully they don't live in fucking Istanbul, but I mean, hopefully if you're legally allowed to come to America, I'll bring you here. But if you're not illegally allowed, I'm not bringing you. We're gonna have to sneak somebody in. I'll pick them up on the boat. We'll go on the jet ski, pick them up go down to Cuba, pick somebody up real quick. Imagine, Patrick, I'm your #1 fan in Cuba, and I won the contest. I'm like, fuck. Okay, I'll be there in 6 hours. Get ready. I'll pick you up. France. I don't know. The French are pretty bad too. Maybe we might have to cancel out the French from the contest. That'd be fucked up. Huh. So yeah, Nvidia, looks like Nvidia dumped right there. Maybe that was the Nasdaq, the cause of the Nasdaq dump.
Yeah.
Nvidia basically just driving the whole fucking market. ES also dumped down there to the bottom of the lows as well. So
this 1 hour candle is not looking too hot.
oh yeah, how you liking? How are you? I guess well, you have 10 o'clock news either way, so it's
Yeah.
kind of you're fucked on the. Look at that.
Yep.
This 1 hour candle, I would call this a doji, sir. And I'm not talking about those little Asian things. Those are called mochis, not dojis. God, when I lived in Hawaii, they like everywhere you go, like all the gas stations everywhere, they all got like little frozen mochi things.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, you'd be like, I'll have a couple of those, and you get like 2 or 3 of them. You'd be like, they'd be like, man, whew. Whew. That's why I was kind of skinny in Hawaii. Now I'm fat again. I can't figure out why I'm fat. I think there's a direct correlation between your fat and your money. More money, more fat. But no, maybe I'll just start eating tomahawk steak for every meal. Nothing but tomahawk steaks. You're not vegan, right?
No.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, no,
thank God, D Money.
I love the steak.
Thank God, D Money.
Yeah.
If I was gonna say you vegan, you're gonna have to go. Getting D Money out of here. It's over, guys. Get out of here, D Money. Got no time for that.
Favorite steakhouse has to be, and I know it's a drive for us because
Yeah.
we're up this way, so a little bit north, obviously. But Prime 112,
Ooh.
South Beach.
Yeah.
Prime 112. You haven't? Have you been there?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, Prime. Yeah, by far.
I don't know, man.
Prime
My
is my
favorite steakhouse is definitely Rachel's.
Yeah.
You get the steak and the show.
Yeah.
If y'all know what I mean. Little wink, wink. Now, honestly, Daniel's. I gotta take D Money to Daniel's. It's kind of like down where you living out anyway.
Yeah.
I walk in there, they're like, Patrick, you're back. Shaking my hand. Welcome back, asshole. Can't wait for you to spend more money. I'm like, I went there the other day and I told they were gonna sit me with some other waiter that I've never seen before, and I was like, nope. I'm like, where's my guy at? Where's Nelson at? And they were like, you want Nelson? I'm like, I ain't eating here unless you give me Nelson. And they're like, well, Nelson's busy. I'm like, you tell Nelson I'm here, and Nelson gonna make it happen.
Somebody put Capital Grill. Capital Grill's
That's a
okay.
chain restaurant.
Yeah, it's
Yo, but
okay.
that's like
I'm
poor
not a
people.
fan.
That's
I'm
like
not a fan
poor
of
people's
Capital Grill.
steakhouse.
Yeah, they got one actually in the Galleria Plaza by
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, that I'm familiar with
I mean,
that.
I've been there, but like,
I'm not a huge fan of Capital
that was like
Grill.
a cool place when I was poor. I'm fucked up. I'm going to hell, man. I'm going to hell. Look at this. What the fuck, Nasdaq? Why did we not play that range, D Money?
Yeah,
Look at that.
just because for me, like you said, I mean, you got news at 10 o'clock, so
Look at the 5-minute
that's
chart.
nice.
LOL.
yep.
Yeah, I mean, Capital Grill is, y'all, some of it is expensive. Y'all, LOL. Y'all clearly ain't never been nowhere expensive. If you think Capital Grill is expensive. For me, if I go to Daniel's for 2 people, it's normally like $800 to $1,000 for a good, and that's not even, I don't even really drink alcohol. Like if people are like, if Victoria's drinking a couple glasses of wine, maybe I'll have like 1 glass of wine, but yeah, I mean, the franchise steakhouses, they work, they're fine, like, but they ain't, I would take an old mom and pop spot any day.
Yeah.
Somewhere in New York, we can walk in there and the guys have been working there for fucking 50 years, and they don't take no bullshit.
Yeah.
They don't even ask you what you want, what fucking temperature you want. You order a steak, they're like, okay, medium rare, and you're like, yes sir, whatever you say. Yeah, Rachel's does actually have good food. I mean, it's not as. It's a high-end steakhouse that has strippers. You know, I mean, like, to be honest, like, yeah, it's kind of good, kind of a good spot. It's underrated steakhouse. It's underrated. Oh man. All right, what do we got? We got 2 more minutes here till the push, or till the news comes out. We'll see if there's a push here. We went yesterday and looked at the new boat, getting closer and closer. You done much fishing?
Haven't done it in a while.
All right,
I want to go. We're
going to see. People don't know.
Alert.
Fishing with PW is a lot different than what people think. Like, we do real fishing. Like, the bait that we use is bigger than the fish that most people catch.
I've seen some of the videos.
Yeah, I know. It's fun as fuck, man. There's nothing more fun. Going over to the Bahamas, fucking going to catch tuna, getting covered in blood, fucking reeling fish in, sharks, fucking birds, madness, girls with big titties hanging out, all that. All about it. Patrick, what are your thoughts on people who eat a well-done steak? You know, I mean, they might as well just order a fucking hamburger at that point, you idiots. Like, if you order a well-done steak, just go ahead and just delete my number. I don't ever want to talk to you because clearly you got no idea what is good in life.
They put D Money gonna be the bait. Somebody put D Money's gonna be the bait.
Nah, we're gonna put D Money on them. Someone said, "Well done is the only way." Oh God. Why? Ew. Tell me you're fucking half retarded without telling me you're half retarded. I mean, medium is like the bare, like that's the most you can go.
Yeah, I do medium.
Some steaks you actually do want to cook a medium.
Yeah, I do medium.
Yeah, like a more fatty steak, it is better to do because it'll render the fat a little bit more.
Yeah.
But like a kind of a lower fat steak, medium rare all day. I'll do like a blue steak. If it's like a really good high quality cut of meat and there's not a lot of fat, then I'll do it blue. Yeah, ribeye medium because you want that fat to render. All right, we had this little pushback up here.
Yeah, news is out.
Do I try a longy dongy here?
Let me see.
How about steak sauce? Yeah, another terrible idea. Anyone using A1, you
Nope.
tell me you're broke without telling me you broke. You know, that's the most redneck thing ever. Heinz 57. Heinz 57. Oh, I want to kind of get long here, but we're in the middle of the 15-minute range. Now, NVIDIA is at the bottom of the 15-minute range. I feel like we should at least push like maybe like to kind of retest that 820 area, but I don't know. Yeah, no, if literally steak sauce, come on now. All you need is some fucking some bone marrow, butter, woo, some truffle butter. All right, so since we had that news right there, D Money, you're the 10 o'clock 1 hour candle thing gets a little tricky, right? Like we were talking about the other day. Like it's, and then what would be your play here? Like if there was no news on that 10-minute candle, with that previous hourly candle being such an indecisive candle, what do you do there?
I like the buys because we had a retest down to,
but no wick on the top here.
Yeah, but no wick on the top. So I do like the buys. I'm gonna take a buy.
Okay.
I'm feeling good about the buys here. I'm in a buy, figuring that we're going to pop above that 806 area. We got a wick at the bottom, right? So,
all right. I'm in, daddy.
Yeah, I'm in a buy. Nice.
Already
up 10 points.
Oh, shit. These are my new Lucid accounts. I got to get these funded so then I can get Lucid to pay me. That's 10 points. I'll take maybe a little bit more here to get greedy. We'll see if it's going to play in my favor or not. Maybe go try to push for above this candle high. Stop is, let's say 780s for me. Just need to get some momentum out of here. Ooh, another wiki wick. I want to see some push here. That hourly candle, like you said, it looks good for a push here.
Yeah.
You're out?
I'm out. Yeah.
Fucking AD money.
$150.
Front running me. He's front running me now. He's fucking front running me. All right, I'm taking it too. I'm out. Now it's gonna go, chat. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, that was like very little. I don't think I had any draw down there. In at the 91, out at the 805. You know, it adds up, chat. I know everybody wants to see massive profits, and there's that push to take out that wick. See, that was kind of what I was thinking. Like, worst kind of worst, we would take out that wick.
Yeah.
That 820 wick, just to like trap, you know. I'm there. There's a push. So that's 3 trades today. 3 for 3 right now. We should maybe just walk away here, D Money. Don't do much better than that. 3 for 3. Because statistically, you know, you take 3 good trades and make money. There will be the more trades we take in, the more chance that we get that pullback.
Yeah, and it's still pushing. Look at this. It's running. Yeah, I mean, you got to take what you can get. I mean, after the price action the last couple of days, right? So it's nice to.
I mean, you're fucking green. You know, it's always so easy to be like, yeah, well, you could have held longer. Could have made more money. And the thing for me, like, I think it's like, if I take profit early, it's almost like guaranteed to go higher. So I'm like, hey, chat, I did it for you guys.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, chat, we got long at the 91s. If you're still long, congratulations, right? You winning. Like, why are you mad, you know? Lucid's down. Well, I mean, hey, sorry, BDH, they be doing it like that. If Lucid is down right now, be patient, chat. They're going to be back up. You all just fucking crazy. This live stream's popping off right now. We're over here making money. Everyone's trying to load up on these accounts right now. Don't worry, they're gonna fix it. Well, they're not gonna fix it. It's just too many people trying to sign up at the same fucking time. This always happens. The BDH effect is real, man. It is real, I'm telling you. All right, check out this 5-minute chart, D-Money, which, look, it's just crazy right now. Big 5-minute candle down. What's funny, though, is if you look at that 5-minute candle, there's like barely any wick on the top and barely any wick on the bottom. Pretty wild, like, 5-minute candle there to push all the way back up, right? Like, pretty wild looking candles. Do you think, I guess, you know, you like the 1 hour kind of setups, but I mean, in theory, you could apply your same 1 hour theory to the 5-minute.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the best would be, I guess, if you could align the 1 hour setup with the 5-minute setup. Yes. Being like, oh, fuck, the 1 hour setup looks good for push back up. And guess what? Yeah. The 5-minute chart also looks good for that push back up. Yeah. The more like, I guess, the more confluences, the better,
the more confluence,
right?
the better. So on the 1 hour chart, that wick, I mean, just playing into the theory, right? That it had dipped below the 14 EMA on the 1 hour chart. Had news, right?
It bounced right off that. If you look, like, it held that 8 a.m. or the 8 a.m. 1 hour candle low. Yeah. Like that wick, basically. Which, you know, if you think about it, the 9 a.m. candle dipped below it. And then obviously closed up there above it. So it's kind of like, I would say it's bullish to see that 1 hour candle did not extend all the way down to the 9 a.m. candle, right? Like, yeah. And we still got 53 minutes on that candle too.
Yeah, and that's where my stop, you know, if you're entering, right, you gotta define stop. Your stop could have been below the 1 hour, the current 1 hour candle's low, which was 750, right? Because, you know, if it's taking out that low, it's gonna try to dip and probably retest the previous 1 hour's low, right? Which was that 726 level. So that was a thought process.
Someone said 720 is coming up next. Hey, I mean, anything's possible. In a market like today, I would not argue with you, honestly. Bulls and bears make money. Pigs get slaughtered. I just feel like the fact that gap is to the upside there, like, what's NVIDIA doing? If NVIDIA can start pushing, we need NVIDIA to start pushing back up, because NVIDIA does have that gap there as well. And, you know, big gap down on, and not a big gap, but decent sized gap down on NVIDIA. Stuck at the VWAP right now there on NVIDIA. The ES also with the gap to the upside. So what would you risk with a $2,500 drawdown per trade? Oof. I mean, mathematically, you're kind of like, you don't want to risk more than $500. And that's like, that'd be like your like max daily loss, I would say. So maybe like per trade, you're risking like $100 to $200. Where's John at with the discount codes? John, where are you? John, he's watching. He's got to keep saying his name enough. Maybe it'll come out. More likes on the stream, more discount codes. What do we got to give away? We got Apex codes to give away. We got some Apex accounts. We got some Lucid accounts to give away today. Should we hold off on the Lucid accounts because we don't want to blow up the website more, or should we give them away? Perfect. So we can do the giveaway. Well, because they don't need to go to the website to get the accounts. Well, we can still have their email, right? All right, let's do the giveaway for Lucid. They might not be happy about it, but why not? I told them this is what happens when you fuck around with the BDH. You're gonna blow up your website. Whatever your website, like, I always tell companies, I'm like, guys, make sure your website is ready. They're like, oh, don't worry, our website's bulletproof. I'm like, no. Like, it's gotta be ready. The BDH we're gonna do some damage to your website. All right, it's given. So we got a link there in the chat for the giveaways. We're gonna be giving away what, five Lucid accounts here. You want a Lucid electric car? Well, that's the different company. That's you're looking at the wrong company if you're looking at the Lucid electric cars. We're talking about the prop firm. It's like not that I like laughing that Lucid's website down, but it's kind of comical because, like I said, it's gonna happen. Every time we launch with a new prop firm, we always crash their website. The BDH army just too big, man. We too big. How do you enter? Come on, guys. Right there is in the chat. ICT's live on YouTube, scamming 10,000 people. I mean, trust me. If you want to go find where the most retarded people on this planet are right now, go watch that live stream because there's 10,000 of them sitting there proving how retarded they are. If YouTube ever wanted to figure out where the most retarded people are, there they are.
Somebody put, I think we pop soon. What do you think, D Money? Yeah, I mean, I think that high, the high is in play.
Well, look
right?
at the hourly candle.
Yeah, the hourly candle is rolling.
11 minutes, 12 minutes into this candle.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, like, the idea of it pushing up here above the high of days so far, like,
yeah,
it's not a crazy idea.
Yeah, it's not crazy at all. I can see that happening. It's pumping. It's still pumping now. You know, you just got to pick your spots, right? Typically, I mean, I'm looking at 10 to 15 points, especially since the market's been choppy. You had news that came out, you know, so pick what you can get.
The thing too, though, is like we said before, right? If you were to enter that trade and then let's say it just starts going,
yeah,
right? Then you're going to be like, okay, like I can sit here and like let this go.
You can let it run.
But if you get into a trade and it's like, that's when you're kind of like, all right, I'll take my 10 points.
Yeah.
Right. Cause that's like, it's showing you that there's, you know, it's having some issues.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong to like kind of identify and be like, okay, hey, you know, I don't really love that it's not just going right now. And I say that a lot. I'm like, okay, I'm going to enter this trade. And if it don't just fucking go, I'm going to get out. Because there's plenty of times, like if I'm a momentum breakout trader, like if we don't get momentum out of the breakout, well, what's going to happen? It's going to pull back and then stop me out anyway. So it's like, am I better off just like kind of taking that profit when it's there? Or am I better off just being like, nope, I'm not getting out till my stops hit. And then my stop gets hit and I was already up $1,000. Like there ain't nothing worse than having $1,000 trade turn into a red trade. Yeah. And I would say I would rather take $1,000 on a trade instead of getting stopped out versus making $5,000 on a trade. Right? Like it's just the truth. Cause I know that like, if I'm up $1,000 and then it pulls back and stops me out, I'm going to go on tilt. Right? Emotionally, I'm going to be like, fuck.
Try to make it back.
I'm trying to make it back now. Cause I was just at 1,000. Like, cause I was already in the green, but now I'm going to make more. Yeah. So sometimes it's good. You know, I think just the mentality of like taking profit, you know, keeps you like focused, keeps you looking for the next setup. Yeah. Like if we get this breakout of the 15-minute range, then we know like, hey, we got some confirmation, we get a pullback, and then we look for the next setup. Because right now it's like you could get long here, but I would say the chances of it just breaking straight through there, it's like a 50-50. Yeah. Because we know that earlier we had a bunch of wicks there, 5-minute chart, This is like, we've been stuck in that 15-minute range. Like, this is still the 15-minute range from yesterday. You know, like, this is like, it's like deja fucking vu over here, you know? Like, people will be like, man, I don't know what happened. I don't know why we didn't go higher. It's like, well, I mean, I wonder, you know, look at yesterday. We still in the same fucking area. Someone said, how did you know today at the beginning to get long? Well, just playing into the range theory, right? Like, if the market's ranging, are we going to just go straight down 500 points at open? Probably not. I think we maybe bounce. We push back up. Opportunity to take a long there. But that also goes into like my style of trading, right? Because some traders, they can't trade that type of action because, like, again, they're trading, like, they're looking for like a really big target. So it's like, it's hard to be like, oh, I'm gonna get long at open to take 10 points, because they're like, no, I want to break above the previous day high. Well, maybe getting long right at open ain't the best idea then. Yeah. But I do want to point out this fact. Again, you know, we took that trade there at the 91s. We have not pulled back below that.
No, we haven't. We haven't.
So haters gonna hate. D money gonna make money.
Money, money, money,
money, money, money. Michael Grant said that the first time he's ever tried a prop firm, the site doesn't even work. Don't worry, Michael. I promise you it will work at some point. Just be patient with me. I understand your frustration. I get it. I'm sorry that it happened to you, but just, it's probably, honestly, it's probably a good thing that you're not trading. You can't trade your account right now. You know, like, I'm not gonna, like, obviously, like, let's turn a bad situation into a good situation, because right now the market's not going anywhere anyway. So don't feel like you need to have FOMO here. These are the Lucid accounts. I believe these are evals. These are evals from Lucid. And then I've got my Apex accounts. These are funded accounts with Apex. I got 19 of these bad boys, up $286. I took the first trade at open. I talked about that long. The best part is, like, we're basically talking about getting long down there at the VWAP, and it fucking ripped 40 points. And then I had to get long because it was like, holy shit, it just ripped 40 points in 5 seconds. And we rode that momentum. Right, I love that too. Like, I love momentum plays because, again, it was like, we're in, we're out. No time wasted, no sitting there having to figure out, like, is it going to go higher? What's going to happen? No, man, I'm out. No Death said, went from needing $80 to beating my challenge. Now down 1,200. Fuck. Been there, done that, my friend. I've been there, done that. Been there and done that. So, sorry to hear it.
Yeah, I think we've all been there. Been there, done that, right?
I mean, you talk about it, the struggle, right? It's easy to get caught up in that. I get, guys, like, trust me. Like, I'll give everyone a secret, right? All those rules and all the stuff that you see on a prop firm, right? Like the targets, all that is all part of the equation, right? A prop firm cannot pay out 100%, right? So they have to, like, basically create rules, and they have to create, you know, this, like, program that basically makes it so that they're only paying out about 30% of total traders. Like, is it illegal? No, because they're still paying out 30%, but they know that the majority of traders will get $5 away from a payout, $20 away from a payout, and then blow up. Yeah. Because mentally they're like, oh, I have to make this amount of money. Right? So, like, when you put these targets on your trading, every day you're like, fuck, man, I just got to hit this minimum. I got to make $200. Like, that's my favorite, right? You have the prop firms, like, you have to make a minimum of $200 a day to get a payout. Yeah. Like, they know what they're doing.
Because there's some days where
they ain't dumb. They have all the data. That's what people don't understand, is all these prop firms have thousands and thousands of traders trading. So they know exactly where you fail, how you fail, what time of day, what they need to do to fuck you, right? Like, that is the truth. And it's not like they're not, I guess, fucking you, but, like, they can't pay out 100%. Because if the prop firm paid out 100%, well, they'd be out of business. Yeah. So they have to create rules, and they have to be like, okay, we know that 70% of traders are going to blow up if we have, you know, no daily loss limit. See, that's like, I love that, right? Yeah. I know I'm not going to name the company, but, like, a company recently, you know, they made a whole fuss about how they got rid of the daily loss limit. and that they were helping traders, right? But like, what is it? What do they really do? They knew that the data, based on the data, how many traders are going to blow up?
They're going to blow it. Yeah, majority
more traders are going to blow up
Yeah.
with no daily loss limit than traders that are going to have a daily loss limit, right? Because it used to be like, hey, you have a 2,000 hour daily loss limit. So what happens? You hit your daily loss limit and then you're done for the day. You can't go until you can't go worse.
Yeah.
But they also figured out, they're like, fuck, we get rid of the daily loss limit, and guess what? Traders are going to blow up more because they're going to go on tilt and they're going to blow. They're going to blow. So remember, you know, the prop firms, they are in the business of making money, and they're not trying to give everybody money. So remember that when the prop firm tells you that they're doing it for your best interest, ask yourself, how does the prop firm make money? They don't make money off of you being profitable. That's for sure. But again, you know, that's part of the game. You know the odds. Like when you go to the casino, you know the odds are against you, but you still play.
Yeah. Look at the 1 hour.
Julian said, I don't understand. If they're getting 20%, wouldn't they want successful traders? Well, what are they getting 20% from? Sim funded? They're paying themselves 20% from their own money. Think about that. Don't forget about that. Also, remember, I think it's like less than 10% of traders ever get a payout.
Yeah.
Right? Like the stats are there. Everyone know. Like, so it's funny when people like, man, this shit's rigged. It's like, it's not rigged. It's just data. It's just stats.
Yeah.
If you put 10,000 traders into an account, 70% of the traders are going to blow up instantly. The other percent are not even, I think the odd, it's like you get 10% of traders, the odds of them getting one payout, and then it's like the second payout is even less, and then getting a third payout is almost like 1%.
Unheard of.
Yeah. Here we go. Good shout out to fucking D Money here for that hourly candle. Even with the news, had a very solid understanding of the idea. Like we put in that big wick to the downside.
Yep.
We tapped into that previous support area, and look, this hourly candle is now expanding to the upside here from the 780s, pushing straight up there to take out the previous hourly candle. So shout out to D Money for dropping the knowledge today there. Like always, if you guys haven't hit that like button, subscribe button, you know what to do. Fuck, D Money, why are we not still long there, bro? Come on. Come on, right? D Money. Come on, man. We should still be long right now.
Come on, Cletus.
Come on. We got long. Me and D Money got long there at the 91s. We're pushing up there to the overnight high right now. So this is gonna be another 100-point trade right here.
Yeah, it is.
Fucking A, D.
It is.
Fucking A. I think for now on, I'm just gonna, when I trade those setups, I'm gonna put my stop at like a spot that invalidates a trade, and I'm gonna let it ride. Because again, like you said, that hourly candle really did kind of paint a picture of like, hey, wick on the bottom. What makes sense here, right? We push up, take out the high of that previous hourly candle.
It's still going. She gone. She gone.
Shoo. Shoo. Ooh. Where's the guy in the chat who said we're going to fucking 550? No, somebody in the chat earlier was talking about we're going to dump down their 720s earlier. Still pushing. Love it. And hey, the best part is like we always said, right? Like you took your profit, you had your trade set up, you made money on it. It went higher. It's just validation, right? It's validation that your strategy can give you opportunities to make money.
Yeah.
Your strategy is not to know exactly where the top and the bottom is. Your strategy is to be like, hey, this hourly candle has a big wick on the bottom. It would make more sense that we kind of push up, put a body up there. You know, even if we don't go to the highs, like it just makes more sense to kind of push up and put some body on the top of that wick.
And I'm content 100%, right? I'm up over $1,300. So
D Money buying the tomahawk tonight, boys.
Let's go.
No WNBA tonight, boys. We going to tomahawk night.
Somebody put Calvin was right. Though Calvin from yesterday was right after all.
Calvin's always right.
Yeah.
He just, hey, if someone in the chat just sits there long enough, they're going to be right.
Yeah.
If you say short and long enough times, you're going to be right at some point. But did you make money? You know? I said, hey, it looks like a good buy off the VWAP this morning. And
there's Calvin. He said, I called it. I called it. I told
Calvin!
you. I told you.
What do you mean Calvin called it? D-Money called it. Shut the fuck up. Get out of here. This fucking Calvin. D-Money literally said, hey guys, look at this hourly candle. We got a big wick on the bottom here. We wicked into this wick. We had that wick there at 8 a.m. Looks like a good setup to push. So.
Yeah, I watched the NFL also. So I like.
Would you watch the
Tampa.
women NFL? They had that?
Nah, I didn't.
Nah?
No, yeah, I didn't. I do watching. I watch football. It's just that for NBA or basketball purposes right now, there's no NBA, right? So it doesn't start up until October. So which today's the 1st. So obviously I'll switch to that. But yeah, I watch, Tampa Bay, the Dolphins when I can. I mean, they're not any good now, obviously, right? So it's kind of frustrating with the Dolphins, but I watch NFL.
I saw there was a video of Tyreek Hill. He was like, when they were taking him off the field, people were like, he's laughing.
Yeah, he's like clapping and
Yeah,
laughing.
what do you think that
It's like
was?
kind of strange. I don't know if he was
like,
trying
fuck,
to.
I get 100 million no matter what.
I know, right? Or he's happy to be like, hey, you know what? I'm not going to play for the Dolphins anymore. I don't know. It was like kind of weird.
I guess he gets guaranteed 100 million. I think is his contract.
Yeah,
That's fucking crazy.
yeah, it's crazy. So,
Like, I mean, that's like. Do you think? I wonder. Like, there must be. You said it must be insurance policy. Like the
he has an
team
insurance
has
policy.
to have like insurance policy
Yeah.
against that contract.
Yep.
Because
There-
like, what do you do now? Like your fucking cap is fucked. Like for your player cap. Because if you're locked into some guy who can't even play football ever again for 100 million, like there gotta be an insurance policy. That morphine was kicking in. Somebody said. Did they give him morphine right on the fucking field there? That'd be kind of gnarly. Yeah, no, he was like, they had him on the stretcher and he was like clapping and like laughing.
Yeah, he was like smiling and clapping. It was like,
Yeah.
I've never seen somebody get injured and they react like that, honestly. Right?
Yeah,
Like,
no, there was a lot of people like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So it was kind of strange. And then I saw a video yesterday. He was in the hospital right before the surgery and he was like, oh, thanks for the shout outs, guys, and all that. I'm getting ready to go into surgery. And, that was a normal video.
Yeah.
But so it turns out, I
mean,
guess.
maybe he's just kind of like, delusional in the sense that he thinks he's going to come right back.
Yeah. And they said no. So yesterday
Yeah.
they came out and they said that dislocated kneecap and he tore some ligaments in his kneecap. He's going to require multiple surgeries. So
Well, I think at one
done.
point they were like thinking that maybe it was just dislocated.
yeah.
Like there was no tears.
Yeah.
And then obviously that would be the best possible scenario.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Nasdaq still pushing here, new highs. There's that little push, little mini bull flag. Ugh. 5-minute chart just printing right now, D-Money. Just printing
Yeah,
there.
it
That
is.
hourly candle just expanding right up there.
Yeah.
Are we going for the gap fill? Do gaps love to get filled? I don't know. It says it on my shirt. It might. It might. I think like now I would need, if I'm going to get long, I would need like that 5-minute pullback.
Yes.
Right? Because like, yeah, you could play these little 1-minute pullbacks, but you know how that goes. And then 1-minute pullbacks can turn into a real, a real dump real quick. So I think the best case scenario here, if you want to get long, problem is we might fill the gap before we get that pullback, and then we could just end up chopping.
That 1 hour is
Fuck. The FOMO is real.
gone.
God damn it, D-Money. Crushed it on that call out there. What's funny too is we had that little push. We pull right back, kind of that previous little level that we got long at the 800s, and then
Yeah.
it just skyrocketed. So just a little shout out if you're just now tuning in. We got, and then locking in some easy profits here on. Oh God, everything's refreshing. Oh God, we're back. The green screen stopped working for a second. Sorry about that. So yeah, we took the 780.94 there at open, real quick, real easy, and now still going. So, oh, here we go. Calvin with the call out. He said we're gonna sweep and then pull back for a very quick short and then go long. All right, Calvin, you a little crazy person. Someone said ICT 100% called this trade. Well, D-Money 100% called this trade. So I guess, D-Money is the market maker now. I don't know. That hourly candle, man, it's just fucking printing right now. It's still 30 minutes on the hourly candle. That's what's crazy.
Yeah. We're only 28 minutes in.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Where's the gap? Well, previous day close. We're right there at 24,900. That would be the perfect spot to kind of push up and get stuck and then pull back and chop around some more. Or, I'm trying to see, like, is there any major news happening on the news right now to warrant this pump?
Let's see.
Look at NVIDIA. What did NVIDIA do? NVIDIA filled the gap. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? The ES is lagging a little bit. ES has still got about 9 points, little 8 points here, 7 points to fill the gap all the way. So someone said, D-Money, were you kidnapped and forced to learn to trade? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
They kidnapped him.
You basically kidnapped yourself, right? Through losses and going through the fire. That's pretty much what it is. Trial and error. And
wait, you think that
blowing accounts.
You think that ICT was being like figuratively saying he got kidnapped? I think he actually got kidnapped, he said. Like, I don't think he was like talking about like that, you know, like you have like a, you know, I got kidnapped by like the process, but I think he actually got kidnapped by like the actual market makers. So I think it's a little different. Like you're talking like like a logical person, but I think he actually got kidnapped. Can we break down D-Money's trade today? Yeah, let's do it. I'll let him take the stage here. Well, I got the hourly chart pulled up here. Should I pull up anything else? It's pretty much hourly all you need to break it down.
Yeah, the hourly.
All right, we're looking at the hourly chart here, and I'll let D-Money kind of break it down.
All right, so we know we had news at 10 o'clock. So that was the ISM manufacturing news, right? Red folder news. So we pumped at the open, right? We know we took a trade. We had buys. But the thought process was, since we were bullish, we had some strength, right? So we wanted to retest down below the 14 EMA, which was that 780 level. We formed a nice wick below the EMA, and we started to push back up. So when I saw that we formed a bottom wick, we pretty much didn't have a top wick that was formed, right? So the thought process would be, okay, we push down. We're still overall got some momentum to the upside. So took a buy with stops below the EMA, right? And just anticipating that top wick was going to form, even if it didn't push the entire way back up to take out the previous 1 hour candle's high. I was, I guess, anticipating some kind of push back up, right? And that's what we got. So doesn't work every day, right? So I think I took a trade yesterday or the day before and it didn't work. It's not going to work every day, guys, right? But thought process, right? So we saw the momentum, we saw the upside before the market opened. We even talked about how we felt that the market was going to try to tap that 900, take out the 900 level. So that's what the play was.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you pointed out, like, hey, it didn't work yesterday, work today. That's it, right? Like, the thing, what I want to point out is yesterday, what trade you took? What would be the loss you took on that trade? Like in terms of like points?
I think it was like almost 20 points, like 18 points, 17, 18 points.
All right.
Yeah.
So you took a 20 point loss yesterday, right? 20 point loss yesterday. And today,
You're saying your mic is off.
yeah, no, it's back on now. Sorry.
Okay.
So you took a 20 point loss yesterday on a trade.
Yep.
Today, you know, if you really were like, hey, I'm gonna milk this thing.
Yeah, and let it roll.
You would have, let's say you got long. Well, you did get long. You got long at the 91s.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's 100 points to the upside.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, yes, yesterday it didn't work out. Today, it printed 100 points.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think it's just like, it's all about perspective, right? It's easy to get caught up in this idea of like, man, it don't work. The hourly setup don't work. Yeah, it's a joke, right?
Yeah.
It's a scam.
Yeah.
Like, because yesterday it didn't work. But you're also like, well, I mean, nothing worked yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, there was no strategy that worked yesterday
Yeah.
other than just getting in and out really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about perspective. Today, it prints. Fucking, I mean, the best part is like there was no drawdown.
Yeah.
Pretty much got long at 91. That little candle right there pulled back 95. So perspective is everything, right? Everybody loves to like, oh, you could have made more. You could have done this. It's like coulda, shoulda, woulda, my friends.
Somebody put two of my favorite black streamers.
Well, I mean, I don't want to start it up again, but like, you know, Ginger's, you know, my brother from another mother.
That's so funny.
All right. I do. It's funny. I feel like whenever I wear this shirt, it's like it happens. Like I didn't even look at the market this morning. I was like, I'm putting on the Gaps Love to Get Filled shirt. And that gap loved to got filled today. It loved to got filled. Look at the Nvidia pushing up, filling the gap. Fuck. Like, I'm sitting here. I'm like, maybe there's a quick little longy dongy. Just ride this momentum up there to fill the gap all the way. It hurts. The FOMO is real, man.
It's just a little tough. Like, where would your stop? Where would your stop?
Yeah, I know. Where's my stop at? My stop's at like, maybe like, you just have to do a quick little scalp, kind of from put your stop at the 75s and try to get this 85 breakout for a push to the 900s quickly. Just riding that EMA right now.
Yeah.
Fuck, there it goes. Should we try it? Let's try it. Terrible entry here, but let's see if we can't get a push through the highs for 10 points. Just to feed the moment, just to feed the troll. Feed the FOMO troll. It's real. FOMO troll. FOMO troll. I might just take it right here. Just a little push right there. There we go. There you go. Hey, the FOMO troll, man. So they are from the 87s up there into the 90s now. There's 10 points. So. It just needed to go. If it would have just went.
Yeah, now it's going.
Now it
goes.
Now it goes. Hey, that's 4 trades. We're 4 for 4. 4 for 4.
Let's go.
Better odds than the fucking Miami Dolphins right now. Okay, we're 4 for 4 on the day.
That boy good. That boy good.
I mean, it's all, like, I hate too is the fact that, like, I talk about this sometimes is it's hard getting long when you're like, fuck, I was long time ago, right? And you're like, fuck, like, it's almost like you're reinforcing a little bit of bad habits sometimes, because I think I really want to get to a point where I can just, I say this, like, I get to a point where I can like hold these trades longer.
Yeah.
I think, but that's honestly, I think you're gonna really help me with that.
Yeah.
Because in the past, like, I rarely looked at the hourly chart. I'll be honest, I rarely looked at it. I didn't really, I was like, maybe I looked at it, one time in the morning, just kind of see where the levels were.
Yeah.
But then the rest of the day, I was sitting there, on the 1 minute chart, just like, okay, I'm in, okay, I'm out. So I think, having you to kind of be like, hey, Patrick, look at this hourly chart, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Look at that hourly candle now. We are almost above the previous day high.
It's crazy.
Nvidia going to the fucking moon again. I'm telling you, this shit's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So, who's making money? Who's making money, chat? Let me know in the chat if you're making money today. We making money. Me and D Money. I don't call him D Money for nothing. If he wasn't making money, we'd be calling him D Broke. He D Broke. That guy D Broke. Let's see. We'll do a little poll. Who's up? Green with the flags.
Somebody put I made 51 cents today.
hey, 51 cents better than 51 loss.
Yeah, at least you're not red.
All right, we got a poll in the chat. I always love doing this. The funniest is like the IC traders, they get so butthurt when they like I do this stuff. Like, when you're doing a poll on your channel and obviously they're gonna vote that flags are better. I'm like, nope, they're not. It's the whole world is voting. Sorry, it's not just because my channel. Not just my channel, boy. Oh, see, I mean, now it's like if you're trading your strategy, right? At this point, it's kind of like, you could be done.
Yeah, you're done.
Like you're chilling. Like, you're like, hey,
you're done.
We got over 100 points on that hourly candle push.
Yeah.
We pushed it, like we hit the, like, I would say this would be the objective, right? Like this would be like, hey, this is the major objective on this idea of where the market's going to go today. It would push up, fill the gap. So from here, you're like,
yeah, what else do you do?
Where's it going to go next?
Yeah.
Are we going to the Monday high? Or do we just say, fuck it? Job done. Job not done. Job not finished, but it's finished for today, kind of. You getting Editor's got the long lens out tonight. You taking pictures of your nose hairs over there.
Get it. Oh.
There we go. We got 1,100 likes. I mean, that, guys, again, 4 trades. And the best part is every single trade that we took today only went higher.
Yeah.
Right? Because a lot of times, like, it's easy to be like, oh, look, I got a trade.
Pretty much no
like,
drawdown today, yeah.
Yeah, there was no drawdown. And it's also, like I said, like, even if you're slow on the stream to be like, okay, I'm going to get in. Like, yeah, maybe I take profit early, but like today you're winning by not taking profit. I mean, by being a little bit more greedy.
Yeah.
So I like it. All right, we got 85. The best part is like 95% of traders lose money, but 85% of PW watchers make money. This might be bad for business for the prop firms. They're gonna ban us. Hey guys, let's change that numbers real quick. Everybody vote the other way. Vote the other way. We don't want them thinking that we're making too much money over here. I like that. Garrett said, I trade on my own, but I like the entertainment level, and PW is usually on the right side. So when I'm in a trade and he jumps in on that, it makes you feel good. I like that.
Nice.
That's hey.
Nice.
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When D Money be like, I like that. I'm like, ooh, okay, okay, because I know what I like about it is like you're looking at the higher time frame.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm like, if he like that higher time frame breakout, I'm be like, I might be okay here.
Yeah.
So I honestly, I think we're gonna fucking print money, D. Like I told you before, D Money gonna become a millionaire, and it may just be because of me, but we're gonna do it together. D Money gonna be a millionaire. D Money gonna have his own fucking yacht.
Let's go.
We got a D Money yacht. Me and D Money gonna be driving around our yachts, and the editor's gonna film both of them. Better get better filming, editor. You gotta need 2 drones, flying 2 drones at one time. Which yacht do I film? Film both of them. Everyone's getting a yacht. Ginger's getting a yacht. Hers gonna be a little bit smaller though. Little dinghy for Ginger with her puppies on there. Ginger's dream yacht would just be a boat full of puppies. There's a bunch of puppies, and then the editor is gonna have a boat with big old Latinas, big booty Latinas on there. Yeah, see, he already like, I like that.
You right.
The best is the editor has some Latina in him, but he don't speak no Latino.
No hable
español. I was like, you got to learn that shit, dog. We're going to Mexico.
Poquito
I was all
hable.
excited. We're going to Mexico. I'm thinking like, this guy, he knows Spanish. Nope, he don't. He don't know fucking Spanish. Classic. What a waste of fucking energy. Your ancestors are pissed off, editor. They are not happy. Yeah, like this fucking asshole. Don't even speak Spanish. Wow, congratulations to 84% of the chat. I mean, I don't care what anyone says. You can hate me, you can love me, but you can't deny me. You know, D-Money, they can't deny us. They're going to hate us. They're going to say that, oh, those guys don't know what they're doing. But I mean, we're consistently doing this day in, day out. We're not just jumping in, doing fucking hindsight trades and be like, okay, guys, so this morning you could have gotten long when this hourly can't, you know what I mean? Like, that's the majority of people on the internet. They all be like, yeah, it was a really good setup this morning. I didn't take it, but you could have. Yeah. Like D-Money literally said, okay, I like this hourly setup. I'm getting long before that move happened. So there's no like fugazi. You know, you're not like sitting there going long and short at the same time and then going, hey, look, I won. You're literally like, I'm this. And the best part is, like I said, you're on the higher time frame. So it's like, you like if you're seeing that setup and you're on the smaller time frame, you're like, ooh, I like that. You know, like I see the bull flag on the 1 minute chart, but D-Money, like he liked it on the hourly chart. Yeah.
Somebody's asking, have you seen Demon Hunters?
The fuck is Demon Hunters?
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh god, that's some Brett Simba shit. No, I'm good on that. I see Brett Simba posting about that shit all the time. I'm like, bro, how old are you? Unless you're like 16 years old watching K-pop, you just, don't tell anybody. It's almost like don't tell anyone you watch WNBA. Don't tell 5,000 people on the internet that you watch fucking the WNBA. I don't know what's worse, K-pop or the WNBA. I think probably K-pop, because I don't even know what the fuck they're saying. At least WNBA, you'd be like, I know what they kind of do. And K-pop,
Yeah.
I don't even know what they talk. What's going on here? What is going on here? All right. See, like this is that moment in time where it's like, here's that little pullback, 1 minute chart. Maybe this is kind of that head and shoulders type setup. And people always like, oh, why would you not get long here on this pullback? Well, I mean, look at the bigger time frames.
Yeah.
5 minute chart, it's just like, that ain't where I'm trying to get long. Whereas if you look to the 5 minute chart where we got long at earlier, right? Like that's a good setup to get long at, in the sense like we're holding those EMAs, we just push back up. I mean, it had everything. The recipe is there. Yeah. This is a recipe for a pullback. Yeah,
this is a danger zone, right? If you're in buys, you want to be out, because the last time it was in this area, just looking to the left, right? It got denied. Yeah. So I would not be looking for buys.
And like I said, the objective this morning was to fill the gap.
Yes.
Right? If you said, hey, every day your goal is to identify what is like the major, key level, right? And you identify it, it hits that level. Are you then going to be like, okay, what's the next level? You're like, I don't know today, like there's a good chance that now we consolidate. We just kind of broke out to the upside. We're stuck at yesterday's high. So it's a great spot to consolidate. Could it go higher? Maybe. But again, it's like the odds are now playing against you. The more that you keep trying to trade this, the more chances that you're going to get dumped on. Yeah. So it's like, I like to not get dumped on. One of my sexual fetishes is not getting dumped on. All right, people, there's a freaky people out there, but I ain't that freaky. I mean, if you're looking for a long, I'd say like you'd kind of want to see that 5 minute chart. Honestly, like back to the 845s would be ideal. To really be like, oh, that's good risk reward then at that point. Like kind of pull back, put a wick in there, and then kind of build out a flag. And then you're like, I got a good risk reward. Maybe you're like, it pulls back 840s, and then you're looking to kind of get that breakout back through the 860s, and then you're risking 20 points. Where here, like you said, you're getting long. Where are you risking it?
Yeah, where's your stop?
Where's your stop? I mean, realistically, like your stop would have to be fucking what, 820s, 830s, like an actual like defined stop. Like maybe you go on the 1 minute chart and you're like, okay, I'll get long here, and my stop's going to be right here at 860. You're like, well, that's a great spot to get stopped out at. 1 minute chart kind of looking like a head and shoulders right now. So ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, and you're so close to the new 1 hour candle opening, right? So it's 10:46.
We know that 10:50 to 11 o'clock gets a little crazy sometimes too. Yeah. So play into that. Yeah. Right. Like if you know that between 10:50 and 11 o'clock, those hourly candles closing, there's volatility in there, then that's like play into it. Yeah. Right. Don't be like, oh, I'm going to get long here at 10:46 and then wait and see what happens at 10:50. Like, well, there's a good chance you go and get fucked. Yeah. Because also think about it now. Like, what would be the best way to like really dump on everybody here? I would say it would be to pull back, because people are kind of chasing this high, unless we squeeze the shorts out here, but. She's right there. She's right there.
Maria, no, I do not offer mentorship. So full-time here at the BDH.
Come on, D-Money. We need more mentorships on this fucking planet. That's what the world needs. Another fucking guru. God.
But just tune in.
You're mentoring right now.
Yeah, you'll see it. You'll see it live. You'll see it live.
Like, oh, Patrick, I want to buy your course. I'm like, I mean, you can buy my course, but like, we talking, like we're doing it live. Like this, there's no better way to learn from someone than like watch them do it live. Yeah. Like you coming in here and being like, hey guys, this is my strategy. Hey, look at the hourly chart. This is what I'm looking for. Like there is no better way to learn than to see how you react to that. Right? If his whole strategy is based on the hourly chart, but then you see him trading right now, buying the top here, you'd be like, yeah, maybe he don't know what he doing. Like I, on the other hand, I'm just a crackhead who just buys and sells when there's a green candle or a red candle. So like, I'm okay, but D-Money's got a very defined strategy. Someone said, I got your course, been profitable ever since. Damn, I gotta charge more for that course. Someone asked, I want to see D-Money screen. I mean, you don't have anything fancy on there.
Nah.
Yeah.
I got a 14 EMA. That's it.
Yeah.
On the screen.
There's nothing on his screen that you're going to be like, wow, look, he's got a secret indicator.
I literally just have the 14 EMA. That's it. Right? It's a clean chart. It's a white background.
Oh, yeah. That's why I can't put it on the screen because it blind you guys.
Yeah. You know, PW laughs at me about it because of the white, screen. But
once it go black, you never go back, baby.
Yeah, but that's it. Just the 14 EMA.
Thomas Fisher, 44 consecutive green days since trading with the BDH. God damn. God damn. That's pretty good. Someone's going to buy ICT a gift, a BDH course for his Christmas gift. That'd be nice. Yeah, I should send him a gift. I know his address. I think the whole internet does, actually. Ginger, let's send a Christmas present to ICT. We'll send him some BDH shirts. No. Don't send him that one. That's too good. He'd like that one too much. And the funny thing is, like, at open, you said you were like, everyone's like, oh, what are you thinking? You're like, I'm gonna let the market show its hand.
Yeah.
All right, the market showed its hand. Kind of built that big range, dumps all the way back down. We get back to the middle of the range.
Yep.
The hourly chart tells you, hey, this looks like a good long. You got a long. You didn't try to predict what was gonna happen. You're just like, I'll wait till that hourly candle opens. I'll look and be like, okay, got a big wick on the bottom of the hourly candle. I like it. For a long.
Yeah, and that's just learning, right? Because I've done a lot of hindsight trading, like you kind of mentioned before, right? So like, oh, well, if I only would have waited and let the market kind of set up and show me what it's doing, get a better sense, then my win percentage is higher. So that's why I started gravitating towards the higher time frame.
And it just makes your life easier.
Yeah.
Right? Because like trying to trade every little 1 minute move, like I know that people right now, they'd be trying to get short here, then it pops back up, they get long, then they get short again, and you could put on 20 trades, in a 5 minute period, and you're like, oh my God, what did I just do? I just blew my fucking account. And I've been there, I've done that. Like, it's so easy.
Yep.
Because you go on tilt, man. You like, it's easy to get like long here and then get stopped out and then be like, fuck it, I'm getting short. And then what happens? And then it squeezes back up and you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna get long again. Like that is literally the fucking like the crucifix of trading right there. It is just, it is gonna happen. Don't let yourself get into that that pattern, really. There we go, pushing again. Let me see. Nvidia's pulling back. Nasdaq's right. It's like, it's a hard spot to get long at. It's not that I don't think it can't go higher. It's just, it's a hard spot to get long. Yeah,
it is. Not
5 minute chart looked a little bit better, but fuck, it would have been nice to like at least get down there to the 72s. Because I think about it too, what I like to think about? Like I made a video about that, but like the more like candle lows that we can take out before getting long, the better. Yeah. Right? Like if I can, if I'm like, fuck, we took out 7 candle lows and then we're pushing back up. Then I'm like, yeah. Like I might be like protected, right? Is the way to think about it. Like if the candle pushes all the way down, we take out all these 5 minute lows and then we start to push back up. Then I'm like,
higher probability trade, yeah.
Well, it's a better chance of me not being part of that fuck fest, because like the market is gonna stop people out. So it's just like the more that stops get taken, the better those trades are gonna be, momentum wise.
So somebody asked why I used the 14 EMA. It's just a preference. So back in the day when I was trading like penny stocks and then I switched to Forex, I actually had the 14 and the 50 EMA, and I used to wait for the EMA crosses. So, to form like all that stuff. And I took the 50 off and I just kept the 14. That's all. So nothing special. Right?
You don't have some proprietary algorithm, sir? We could probably make one for you.
I know, right?
Called the D-Money Money Making Machine. It's the D-Money Money Making Machine. Because see, like right now, this 5 minute candle just kind of took out the high of this candle, the high of this candle. So now it's like, now they playing them games, sucker in some longs here, and then we dump it down because again, it's like, where are the long stops at? If you're trying to get long right here, like you got to be careful. Nvidia kind of pulling back. We know Nvidia has been the big driver lately, so again, kind of, it's hard to get long on the Nasdaq when that Nvidia is pulling back, right? It's like let Nvidia pull back, build out a setup, and then it's like, get that confirmation on Nvidia. 5-minute chart on Nvidia trying to pull back here into the previous day close. We got the ES. ES has not filled the gap all the way, so that could kind of give a little bit more juice to the Nasdaq. You know, if the ES starts to go for that gap fill all the way, maybe we get a little bit more juice out of the Nasdaq here at the highs. But oh, the FOMO is real, because I do feel like if it goes, it's gonna, you know, we get 920, 940 really quickly there, especially if we break above, you know, that previous day high. Previous day high right now is 914, 915. So we were like 2 points below that. Pat, why does the chat always try to piss you off? I feel like I haven't been pissed off in a while. I think D Money, he's my spirit animal over here. He's calming me down. But I was also worried, like maybe the people I'll get less viewers. You know, maybe the D Money's too calm. Maybe people only watch me because they want to see the breakdown, the fucking mental breakdowns. I don't know. All right, 5 minutes until this hourly candle closes. Yeah. We got a wick on the top there. So what would be your thought process on that 11 o'clock candle that we kind of pull back into this 10 o'clock candle some?
Yeah, so if we're going to remain bullish, I would want to see, the thought process would be, or ideally I would want to see a push down, like more of a retest on the open of the new 11 o'clock 1 hour candle, pushing down for a retest. And then I would, you know, then you would want to look to enter, right? Like you don't want to take a buy right at the open of that candle because you're so close to yesterday's basically high, right? So during that session, right, that 913 area, like you don't want to mess around with that. So I would want the 11 o'clock candle to open, nice decent sized retest to the downside, right, forming a bottom wick basically, and then I will look to get long. So, but it's just kind of hard, right? Because like, where would your stop be and like all of that stuff? You would have to kind of measure that out. So let the 1 hour candle open and go from there. See if you can get a push down to enter.
All right.
Yeah, exactly. It's too high right now, right? Like price is too high. Like for me, like I'm content with, I think we took how many trades? I took 3, I think at least.
Yeah, I took 4. I took one more little like gamble trade that paid off. But...
yeah. I mean, so just as an example, so we're kind of talking, so on the 15-minute chart, the EMA, the 14 EMA is the 820 level, right? So ideally, like typically, right, price has been pushing up well above the EMAs and they love to bring it back closer to the EMAs, right? Before, so that's where I'm like, I wouldn't even really entertain it unless we get a huge pullback, to be honest. At this point,
well, again, it's like what is the EMA, right? It's a moving average. Yep. So when the market gets away from the averages, what happens? Yeah, right.
Tends to
people wait for a pullback.
Yep, for a pullback.
Like people are using the EMAs to be like, oh, we're a little. I'm not gonna get long here. So it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. You know, like you could get long here, but like you also know that they're like majority of traders are like, fuck, I need a pullback to the EMA.
Yeah. Scott trades. Don't worry, I won't talk about the WNBA anymore. My team is eliminated, and
no, I'm gonna make you talk about it. I want updates every day about WNBA. What's going on in the WNBA now? We're gonna make WNBA great. Maybe I could buy a WNBA team. How much do those cost? Alex, that's our new business. We're gonna buy a WNBA team. We're gonna call it the BDHers. That'd be pretty sick. I wonder what that would cost. The biggest and the largest WNBA team. We get the biggest women, the largest women. Get fucking football players out there playing. George said, you expect to trade with EMAs and make money. Yeah, well, George, if you look today, we traded with the EMAs and look, we made money.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, we definitely believe in it. I mean, I've been using moving averages since the day I started trading, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, you traded small caps. Because again, it's like, what are the moving averages, right? The moving averages, like the index itself is following all the other stocks. So when you look at NVIDIA, well, same thing on NVIDIA. There's moving averages, right?
Yeah.
Like it's all like there are moving averages on every single stock. So to say that, oh, a moving average is a scam, it's like, it's not a scam, right? But like you're not blindly just fucking buying or shorting at a moving average.
Yeah, no.
It's just like trying to like create more patience.
Yeah.
More reason to not take a trade that might not be a good trade because you're like, hey, I would like to see this pull back to the average area, see what happens there. If we put in a wick at that moving average, what does that tell me? Yeah. Tells me that the buyers are still in there. Right? Like if it blows right through the fucking moving average, you're like, well, fuck, I'm not buying that dip because ain't nobody else buying it. And again, like I think people like they see stuff on a chart and like, oh, well, that's all you just use that line. It's like, no, it's just a way to like basically avoid me getting in at an area that I'm like, you know, maybe I don't want to get in right here because I would like to get a pullback to the moving average.
Yeah, exactly.
There is no indicator on the planet that will tell you exactly when to buy and sell. But there are ways to use the moving average to be like, hey, this is a good spot for me maybe to not, you know, to wait for that pullback. All right, so we have the hourly candle open. What are the odds that we take the high of that hourly candle and then we dump back down?
Very high, right?
Yeah.
So because like where is the trap? So you always have to kind of think about where can I trap the most amount of traders. So if I'm trying to trap traders, yeah, I would probably swipe the high of the previous 1 hour candle and then start the dip, right? So if I'm bullish, like it's very strange to typically see like a push up right at the opening of a new 1 hour candle. And that's what's happening right now, right? It's like we're pushing straight up, right? Well, no retest to the downside. There's no wick on the bottom of the 1 hour candle. So
I mean, buyers want to buy low and sellers want to sell high.
Yes.
So the fact of like this pushing up and taking out those highs would be sellers sitting there trying to interact, like trying to get in here. So 1 hour candles pushing. We made new highs here. Will this be the trap? Yesterday's high coming up there next. EMA's, yeah, just the 14. Why'd you come up with the 14? Is it between it's because it's between the 9 and the 20?
Yeah, it's just kind of like in the middle between there. And I just kind of stuck with it. And like I said, I had the 50 on there as well. And I used to trade EMA crosses, but once you like trade long enough, you can kind of, you already know, like based off the 14, right? Like you can kind of know like when there's a cross that already happened. And everybody's different, right? This is not, we're not saying that, oh, you know, take a trade every day right off the EMA. That's not what we're saying. We're just basically saying that it's going to give you some confluence as far as trying to get the best price. So if I'm looking for buys, I preferably want price to basically drop below the 14 EMA on most occasions, right? And maybe form like a double bottom or something, and then, you know, push up. So just a heads up on that.
I mean, it's again, it's like, it's just playing into the idea of like, what can I do to stop myself from like chasing price action, right? So if you're like, hey, I believe that the market should, you know, in a good market, in a good trending market, we should have a pullback to a moving average, right? So then you're just like, well, I'm not going to get fucking long up here when I know that, you know, majority of the time that we get these pullbacks. So, and the best part is like, yeah, can it go higher? Sure.
Absolutely.
Like, but like, you're not going to be mad either way. You're just like, hey, my overall strategy is to try to stay out of bad setups. Yeah. Right. There will be days where, yes, the candle's going to open and it's going to keep on going. Right. Then there's going to be a lot of days where it's going to open and it's going to dump. Yeah. And you're going to get trapped. So trading is not about being right about every move. Trading is being able to be like, okay, am I moving the odds in my favor? Right. if I can say that there's an hourly candle opening, we have a big wick on the bottom, whatever it is, like if I can list all these different reasons to enter a trade, that is now moving the percentage chance of me winning from a 50-50 to a 65 to a 70% chance. So if I can get to a point where I can 70% of the time be in a winning trade, I can be profitable, even 60% of the time. But if all I'm doing is going 50-50, like let me get long right here at the high of fucking day, how's that gonna play in? And guess what? I don't want to say it, but look what just happened, D-Money. What just happened here, D-Money? Is it witchcraft? The guy got witchcraft. You got witchcraft. So it's kind of funny because now we have like that body of that candle is like the little wick on the top of that previous 1 hour candle. Yeah, I mean, I'd say it's I don't want to jinx it for anybody that's longer now, but I'd say it's like a very low chance that this doesn't pull back and at least do something into this big old boner candle.
Yeah, it's like uncomfortable, right? Like if I was in a buy right now, I'm uncomfortable. Yeah. Just looking to the left and like seeing, okay, last time it was in the area, rejected. Nah, like I would wait. Wait for a better price, lower.
Someone said it's a good long opportunity. I mean, based on what?
Yeah.
Based on getting fucked? And now you had the ES got really close to the previous day high, the close from the previous day. Little pullback there. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Probabilities, right? That's what we're playing. So well, that's all I'm trying to do.
If you're like, even if you're, overly on bullish, like the risk reward here, shorting here with a stop above the high of day is much fucking better than going long here and your stop is at down to the 860s. Like I'd rather risk 20 points all fucking day than risk 60 points. Yeah. Even if you're overall, I'm bullish, market's gonna go higher. I'm like, yeah, but again, it's like probabilities. Like if you take enough 20-point stop trades with the 30, 40, 50-point target, like you go and make money. Market moves in waves. Don't feel like you're missing out on the wave. That's the thing too.
Yeah. And you're thinking about that, right? So like when that 1 hour candle opened at 11, you're thinking, okay, the market moves in waves. We had a huge push up, right? On that previous 1 hour candle. So like I said, if I was running the market, I would trap and then drop, right? For a retest. And then because typically you need energy. You need energy to continue to even if I want to go higher, I need to trap somebody, right? To continue to go higher. That's typically how it works. Doesn't work all the time, but that's typically how it works.
Someone said they got 13 points on the D-Money sell there.
Nice.
So
nice.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is like people get so like caught up in their bias, right? They're like, oh, it's going to go higher. And like, yeah, no one's saying it's not going to go higher. It's just the fact of like, it's just not where I want to get long at, right? Because it's just, I don't like I just feel like I'm buying at the top here. Where like earlier you're getting long and you got plenty of structure there, you got plenty of support. So yeah, no, I like those longs earlier a lot more than I like the longs here. I mean, if you look on the chart, that trade earlier, we had all, everything kind of like, we had that the news candle came out, big wick there on the 1 minute chart, right? All right. So we got that wick. It's like, okay, we got this, I'm long, we're getting a push up, and then we expanded out of that. And then now it's like up here, you're just like, yeah, it ain't the same. Yeah. So if y'all got any questions for D-Money, let him, he's here to answer questions, share some advice, some lessons. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll let you, let me put this on the 15-minute chart.
Yeah, you can put it on the 15.
Put on 15-minute chart here.
You just got stopped out of a short. Would you love to enter How long D-Money been here at the BDH? How long been here? So yeah, I'm gonna be full-time. So I'm actually full-time now at the BDH. So I was offered a full-time spot. So super grateful to PW for that. So yeah, definitely full-time. Do you enter on 1 hour or use lower time frame? So yeah, that's a good question. So yeah, I'll enter on the 1 hour if I'm watching the 1 hour open. So like, okay, as an example, if I'm watching this 11 o'clock candle, 11 o'clock 1 hour candle that open, right? Yeah, I mean, if I'm on that time frame, I won't switch time frame. I'll just take it. But there's times where I do enter on a 5 minute. It just depends, right? So you know, if I'm feeling, like I said, on this particular trade, if I wanted to get long, be honest, I just want a better entry. I just want a bigger retest, right? It could fly without me, right? It could go up and take out that 975 level without me, right? Like 100%. But I'm content because I'm not comfortable taking a buy at this level, right? I mean, you're at like the 910 level. I'm not taking buys up here. When it was, you know, at 10 o'clock open, it was at 750. So I would say it's probably a bigger chance that we retest down. And it might take a while because that's the other thing, right? That you have to be comfortable with. This is a 1 hour candle, right? It's only been open for 9 minutes. So a lot of times, and I had to get comfortable with that, is a lot of times you have to wait. So on the lower time frame, so if you go to the 5 minute chart, or even on the 15-minute chart, you'll start seeing basically wicks at the top of those 15-minute candles, right? Because they're starting to put in like maybe like, okay, it'll put in a high, then a lower high, then a lower high, right? And then it'll go back up and retest, and then it'll reject again. Like it's starting to build out to go lower. Like I've seen that. And this is typically the time after a big move, it's 11 o'clock, where it's struggling right now, right? Price is struggling to go higher. So price is struggling, you know, right now to go higher, right? So it put in a high on this current 15-minute candle. Yes, it put in a higher high. You got 4 minutes left on this candle, but it'll be interesting to see what this next 15-minute candle does. But just keep that in mind that it is a 1 hour candle, right? So you got time for this to break down. If they're going to reject it, you got time. You got time for it to break down. But I wouldn't be surprised, even on the 15-minute chart, that 830 level could be in play if they're going to retest the EMAs. That's a possibility before going higher, because the market loves to push hard up, you know, push hard up to the upside, and then it'll stall, right? And a lot of times you'll get people that get impatient, buyers, and they're like, you know what, I'm gonna just take the buy and get along, you know, ride along with it, and then it'll reject. So just kind of keep that in mind. Yeah, I know you can't see my screen. He has it set up for his screen. I'll have to have him like start switching it to my screen, guys. So I'm actually, he has it on the 15-minute chart. So that's why I'm referencing the 15-minute chart. So I'll have to have him start switching it to my screen. So yes, I'm up on the day. I'm running on 2 accounts. I'm up over 1,300 on the day. $666.96 times 2. So that's the math. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, we're losing momentum. Exactly. Yeah, and I'm not surprised, right? I would be short here, to be honest. I would have been short. I'm just being honest with you guys. Like my stop, like would be back above that 920 area. I wouldn't chase it now, but yeah, like I'm not surprised at this drop, right? I kind of talked about that earlier. If I'm looking for buys, I want to retest down. So on the 15-minute chart, if you notice on PW's chart, so for me, the 14 EMA, it lines up at the 830 level. So I could see us possibly coming down to like that 830 level and then starting to build out, you know, some support and then pushing back higher. That's just me. So I'm not surprised by this drop at all. Do I think we'll retest the 15-minute opening range break? So, all right. So the high of the 15-minute opening range break is at 841, and that kind of I agree. Yeah, I think that it'll maybe a little lower, to be honest, because the 15-minute chart, my 14 EMA is around the 830 range, so it could It could go there for sure. But that's where, even if it doesn't, that's where I would be comfortable buying, right? Like I wouldn't buy it higher. I would at least wait for it to come back down and tap maybe the high of the 15-minute ORB. It is the 14 EMA. 14 EMA. 877. Yeah, we almost got to 877. If you were looking at 877, yeah, it almost tapped 877. I think it'll go lower than 877, to be honest. But I could be wrong, right? I mean, we just had a nice little retest. So we just tapped, if you go to the 5-minute chart, we just tapped into an area that 880 range is actually right above the 5-minute 14 EMA. It pretty much tapped off of that. And typically on days like this, like, right, it could hold here. It could hold and continue to push up. I mean, that's very possible on the 5-minute. I just want a bigger retest. You know, after taking 3 trades, right? Like I want a bigger retest before I get long again. That's just me. But it is respecting, as of right now, it's respecting the 5-minute 14 EMA, which is right around that 877 range. It's pushing off of that. I can't switch his screen. He has it set up. I have to have him I'll work on that, guys. Don't worry. To start showing you guys my setups and the screen. It's pretty much gonna match PW too, to be honest, because he's taking a lot of the trades that I'm taking. So that'll match. It'll just probably be the P&L. So that'll be different depending on obviously size. Yes, the plan is for me to take over to start trading Power Hour. That's the plan, 2 to 4. So I'm not sure the rollout date for that yet, but we've definitely discussed that. So looking forward to it. So I'm just grateful to be here, right? So I've been watching PW for years, honestly, and it's like a dream. So this is like my dream job. So I'm grateful to be here. So I'm super appreciative of you guys too, even in the chat. Even if I take a loss or something and you're calling me out, hey, I can only get better, right? So why don't you guys use market profile in your analysis? To be honest, I just never used it before. You're right. I'm not going to change. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Right. So honestly, I've never used that. So I just kind of stick to my strategy, 14 EMA, looking at the 1 hour, looking at the 4 hour. Like I think I mentioned at the beginning of the stream today, I caught a trade off the 4 hour, 2 p.m. open yesterday because price was like stalling around. So I was able to catch some buys. So I felt pretty good about that. But I just never used market profile. Not that I'm against it. I just haven't studied it enough, haven't tested it enough. So stick to what you know, right? I'm sure people are making money with it, right? Just like anything else. Even Calvin loses sometimes. Everybody's gonna take a loss, right? I mean, I think so. If you're live streaming, your trades are you're doing it in front of thousands of people, so it's a little different from an emotional standpoint. But to be honest, like it's just transparency, right? Like you're gonna take losses, you're gonna have wins. Today was a good day. That's why I'm not I definitely wouldn't be looking to take a buy below that like 840 area, because if I'm already taking like 3 trades, like why would I, right, just force a trade just to force a trade? I'm not going to do that, right? So, but here's the retest. Here is the retest. We met through, I basically sent an email. Just like you guys, right? I'm a fan of PW. I've been a fan. I've been watching the show for years. I saw a ton of traders coming on to the show, and one day I saw he commented when somebody asked like, hey, how do I get invited to the BDH? And he said, send an email to Ginger at onlypropfirms.com. And that's what I did, right? And I got a response, and the rest is history. And like I said, I'm super grateful because, to be honest, guys, like I had, some family stuff that came up. The initial date, I think, my dad passed away and like all of that stuff. So they were flexible and they worked with me, and it worked out. So that's how. And here's that drop. Yeah, I appreciate the condolences. I appreciate that. So I do have a daughter, and I think I kind of shared that. So she's almost 2. It's kind of tough. She never got to meet him, right? So that's like the sad part. So, but I'm definitely doing this for her too, right? As far as like motivation, like trying to better myself, trying to provide a better life for her. So yeah, I trade full time. So I do this full time, 100%. So I'm no longer in the retail management space, so which is like tough, right? So thank you guys. I appreciate that. You guys are super nice. Thank you guys for that. I appreciate the condolences, like I said. So D money for Congress. Let's go. That boy good. That boy good. All right, so let's see. So if we take a look, go back to this chart. Yeah, like I said, it's hard to be long here. I mean, I would sit on my hands, right, at this point. If you missed some trades, hopefully you guys caught some of the buys that we took, because they were all buys today. But I would not be buying here. I could see a strong retest, right? 840 area or lower, because they love to do that. And then maybe power hour or something, right? They continue to push up. I'm not sure. It can go either way. So I'm just content right now, to be honest. And then was supposed to be NFP week. So that's the other thing, right? It was supposed to be NFP week, but obviously it sounds like there's no NFP news trade this week. So that's going to be interesting to see how that shakes out. No, I do not look at fair value gaps. I will draw the fibs out, so that's a good point. So a lot of times price does tend to retrace 50% of the move. I do look at that. So I've caught trades off of that sometimes, and once I'm like sharing my screen and all that stuff, you guys will probably see me pull out the fibs just to get. A lot of times price will go down to the 50% or the 61.8, and then it'll actually push back off of it, right? So I do catch some trades sometimes off of the fibs, yes, but I don't use fair value gaps. Thoughts on going short? So, I mean, you're right. Right now, we're right back at the 5-minute EMA, which is that 880 area, right? And it held here the last time it was here. So it just put in a lower low, right? But I would be cautious of it. I feel like it's building up to go lower, but you never know, right? So it's almost 11:30. You got a 30-minute candle that's about to close. It's right now, if you look at the 30-minute chart, it is forming with the wick at the top and the bottom, which is indecision, right? So I would be cautious of, trying to get long here. I would be probably looking for a short if I was going to enter, but like I said, I'm not, right now I'm just tape reading, to be honest, right? This is the tape read time for me. I think we took on stream total 4 total trades. I think I took 3. PW took 4. So I'm tape reading right now, right? So, but it's good. It is good to watch price action, and especially at these levels that we've been talking about. And if you're kind of gravitating to the higher time frame, especially if you're newer with the higher time frame, you are going to have to be patient, because not every day price is going to react right away at the open, right? Like sometimes it takes a while for the lower time frame to kind of build out, and then it'll start making the move. So just kind of keep that in mind. You do have to be patient. It doesn't happen right away all at once sometimes. So. No, tape reading is just basically if you've already taken trades for the day and you're just kind of watching to see, right? So it just kind of gives you more confidence in the future when you're taking trades, and you're going to be like, you know what? Like, I was watching this setup before. I've seen this before, right? We're at highs from the previous day. And I've seen this setup before, and I've done that. And what's going to naturally start to happen is that you're going to start to put all the pieces together, and you're going to just start naturally reacting, right? So when you see it start rejecting from the previous day's 1 hour, an area where it rejected before, and the new 1 hour candle open, you're probably going to go short. You're going to know exactly where to put your stop, and you're not going to hesitate, right? Because a lot of times, starting out, I would always hesitate, taking trades, because it's self-doubt, right? Like, oh, well, it might stop me out, or you can't worry about it. You put the trade on and you let the trade play out, right? And you stack the probabilities in your favor. So that's what I'm continue to work on and try to be cautious of every day. Right? And it won't work all the time, right? So it will not work all the time. You're going to take losses. It's going to happen. It's part of the game, right? But if you took the same setup every day, and you know that your win percentage is whatever your win percentage is, you've taken your right trade, and that's it.
D-Money, what happened?
Price
happened?
It's still rejecting that area.
Bro,
that range.
how'd you know?
I know, right?
How'd you know, D-Money? Look at that. 1 hour candle.
Yeah.
Who would have fucking thought this guy? I mean, because, hey, at least okay, now if this does flip and start pushing, well, what? It did what you wanted.
Yeah,
right?
you got to retest.
Got that wick. Someone said, I took a big, no, I was in there dealing with business right now, chat. We have the giveaway winners. Did we announce them already? We're putting up the giveaway winners here. We need more likes, they said. The people, I got 5 Filipinos working in the closet over there, and they said they ain't putting it up unless we get 1,500 likes. I swear to God, people don't believe me, but it's true. Best workers in the world, man. Filipinos, $25 a day, good to go. They live at the BDH. All right, Filipino man, thank you. Well, now you got 30 minutes on that 1 hour candle. A lot can happen in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And also, this could be a big doji on that hourly, and then you get the pullback.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't arguing with him. I ain't gonna argue with the guy. It makes a good point. That's the thing too. What's funny about trading is when people, I think too many people they get upset, right? They're like, "Oh, D-Money, you don't know what you're talking about. It's gonna go higher." And it's like you don't have to agree with everything you say, but you can also be like, he makes a point.
Yeah.
Right? You're not just talking out of your ass. No. You're saying hey guys, yeah, maybe it goes a little bit higher, but what are the odds that it doesn't have a little bit of a retracement here? You know, what are the odds? Like, what can I do to avoid basically getting chopped up there? And I'm like, well, chance that we, you know, a little bit of a pullback there.
Yeah.
I know, a little Filipino man, you getting feisty, Pine Tree Trader. Got to get the cattle prod out. We got the winners down below, by the way. Lucid winners. That's right. Lucid launching Trade today. They fucking broke the internet with the PW code. That's right. That's right. The latest, the greatest. We like it.
Somebody said, D buddy, I'm happy for you, but the next time PW says he's your daddy, you need to stand up for yourself.
Wait, did I say? I think I said, who's your? No, you my daddy. I said, I think I said you my daddy.
Yeah.
Earlier in that trade, I was like, nah, you my daddy, D Money. Daddy D Money. He is a daddy.
I am a pappy.
Yeah. I mean, I might be, you know, a little bit of the wrong type of person to be your dad, to be your baby, but we could be brothers. Oh, another mother. There is that. I mean, there was that whole thing going around the internet about gingers being, you know, predominantly black people. I'm not trying to, like, you know, say I'm black, but I mean, I'm not going to disagree with the internet. Long ago, the gingers of the world. You take any more trades? Are you up like $1 million now or what?
Yeah, I didn't take any more.
Me either. All right, well, I'm up right now on the day, just chilling. We locked in some profits in these new Lucid accounts. We locked in the profits in the Apex accounts. I'm like, I think two more days away from getting a payout with Apex for $57,000.
Nice.
Make you holla. You know, I got response. You know, the thing too is, I think when you, with like trading, when you start to like really, you know, like kind of be like, all right, what are my responsibilities, right? Like for you have a daughter, you know, you gotta like, you know, you gotta provide, you gotta look at him like, okay, my responsibility, like what are my requirements, right? Like I have responsibilities that I need to do. So like for me to be responsible, I need to trade responsibly, right? Like you could just go fucking on tilt and blow up your account, lose all your money, but it's like, then I gotta pay for my baby, you know? So like, I think when you really kind of, as a trader, it's good to like, remember sometimes like, okay, what are my responsibilities? You know, like, do I have responsibilities? And for me now, it's like, I got fucking 7 employees I got to be responsible for. Like if I blow up if I lose all my money trading, you know, it's gonna be a real awkward conversation. Hey, D Money, I just want to let you know, I got no more money left. You're fucked. See you later. Yeah. When you attach the responsibilities to, you know, the idea that you need to follow the plan, that you need to be patient, that you need to take profit, that you need to cut off your losers, that's when I think you really can find success as a trader. Because when you trade all willy-nilly and you just kind of like, you got no accountability, right? That's probably I'd say the biggest issue for traders, like they have no accountability. Right? We saw it last week where like, instead of taking accountability, it's easy to be like, oh, you know, my indicator's lagging. Oh, the internet sucks. Oh, the market sucks. Oh, this sucks. It's like, no, nobody forced you to put a trade on. You know, the market didn't say, hey, D Money, you got to get long. You got to trade this. You got to trade this. Push it back up here again. Can we start calling the show P Money? I'm already P Money, baby. A little bit. I mean, this 5-minute chart looking a little bit better for a push, maybe.
Yeah, it's holding very well on the 5-minute EMA. So the 5-minute 14 EMA is holding very well. So, but
very good or very well? That's good.
Yeah,
that boy real well. That boy real well.
Yeah.
I mean, the ES just made new highs. Right, ES pushing up there, trying to make new highs. Nasdaq's holding up here at the 900s.
So that 30-minute candle that closed as pretty much indecision, right? So, but they can run it because I've seen them like, right? Like, oh, I don't know what we're going to do. It's a doji, whatever. And then boom, it's gone. No wick on the current 30-minute candle on the bottom, right? Straight push up, no wick.
I mean, I just like it's this 1 minute chart. It's just like looking like a, like this would be the perfect spot to like get stuck again and pull back.
Yeah.
Like you said, it always can go, but it's just like, it's for me, I've talked about this before. Like it's just like nasty when you're getting a breakout trade and you've got a lot, like you got this lower high, you got this high from earlier. And it's just kind of like, it ain't the same. Where like earlier when you're getting those flag pushes, it's like, what do you have? You have that one little high here, but then you're kind of like, okay, we're going to take out this high and then we push to this high. When we're sitting up here at the top, it's like, there's a lot going on there to get stuck. And I don't like getting stuck. D-Money, do you still work at Target and trade? He's at Target right now, dog.
Yeah.
There's a green screen behind him.
Yep.
Target's paying him full time. He's in the office.
Yeah, not anymore. Right? Not anymore. So a lot of good people though. I mean, I think the biggest takeaway from working in, retail management, senior management and retail is like the people, right? Because like your team makes or break you. So you get close to people. I mean, I've thousands of people basically, right? So sometimes I'm out and I'm, you don't even realize it. You bump into people like, oh, I remember you were my store manager like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, and they remember that kind of stuff, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, they either remember you were a fucking asshole or they remember that you were a fair.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a fine line, right? Like, I try to be the same with like, my employees, kind of like, I always just like try to tell everyone, like, look, like put in work, do the work, like be responsible, get shit done.
Yeah.
And then like we can all win, but if someone fucking doesn't do what they're supposed to do, then it's just, I'm going to call it out, and be like, hey, this is unacceptable. I put the same like responsibility on myself, like,
yeah,
I fucking make sure that everyone gets paid every week. And I expect that everyone does their job every week. Responsibility, The expectations are high, but the reward is fucking massive. Can't hang out with me all day? Come on. PW, what was your last job before you went full time? I was a full-time filmer. I used to film full time. I traveled around the world filming action sports, surfing, wakeboarding, kiteboarding. Look at it. Nasdaq pushing for new highs now. Will she go?
So, but if you guys remember though, what we talked about at the open of the 11 a.m. candle, even if they wanted to push it higher, the thought process is they're going to push it down first, right? To form some kind of wick. So the more that you kind of start looking at the higher time frame, you're going to start seeing, right? It's repetitive. So, and you can be right on both sides, just like PW kind of talked about before. We're not saying that, we weren't saying that, oh, it's going to drop, 200 points after that
You
push.
weren't saying it was going to go fucking dump all the way to the lows. You're just saying like, hey, realistically, nothing wrong with being patient here, letting this form a better setup. And the great thing is like, if you really were like, I like that idea, then maybe you're long here from the 890s instead of getting long at the 912s, cause you're like, hey, look, we're holding. Okay. 1 hour chart's doing what I wanted to do. The move is happening. But there's the breakout.
Yeah, it's there. It is moving.
Making new highs now on the Nasdaq. ES made new highs as well. We saw that the ES made the high first. So that's always kind of like a, okay. Bruce said 5-minute flags are much better than the 1 minute. I would agree.
Yeah, I would
100%.
agree.
It's funny too, because if you look at the 5-minute chart, we kind of like just barely took out that little pullback there at 1045, you know? And there we go. We squeezing. We squeezing.
The Tucker Trader put after the pump commentary is always the best. Yeah, but remember we didn't take, we're not in buys, right? So we already took 4 trades. Like I think PW took 4 trades and I took 3, and they were all buys actually. We didn't take a sell today, so we were just talking about the ideal entry.
Sometimes not taking a trade is the best trade, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, pushing up there to the 920, 930s now. A little pullback there, obviously. So, can you take me higher? Maybe. Maybe she can. Yes, if you get an email for the giveaway. Hey, Alex, how do they get that giveaway for the... All right, Lucid, if you won the giveaway for Lucid today, you will get an email with the code. Be my little Filipino man. His name is Alex. He's cute. He's like 4 foot tall. Real cute guy.
Still waiting on an 840 level. Yeah, we might get it. We might not. It all depends, right? So as of right now, we're not getting that 840 retest.
But that also like that, then that just like makes me more fearful, right?
Yeah.
Like when you don't get that like good pullback, and it's like, are they trapping up here? Are we gonna chop some more? You know?
Yeah.
While we wait to see if the trap is real, we can look at my new boat. My new boat. Look at my new boat. Look at my new boat. Look at my new boat. If you guys haven't already, check out my new boat. Look at this thing. It's pretty cool. I'm going to have 4 425s on the back. I'm not good at math, but I think that's a lot of horsepower. We're going to be going real fast. Me and D Money going to be out there. Going to be me, D Money, and the editor just fucking going full speed through the ocean here. Check this thing out. This thing is bad to the bone, boys.
We got the Lumitech Razor lights up here.
All right, so this is my new boat.
Uh-oh. I literally told Danny, I was like, I bet they're going to be putting motors on soon.
They're hanging your motors up, obviously caps on. They'll be putting your rub rail on. That goes in next. And then you'll see your console comes in, and then everything will start looking like your boat.
All right, so we're over here at the 42 now. We
Look
sold
at
the
that thing.
32.
Oh.
And you can just see
Each of those motors,
how big this boat is. These are the
$50,000.
brand new
I got 4 of them just because people were like, why you got 4? I'm like, I need to spend the money, man.
We had the 400 V10s on our other 36 that we had. Amazing motors, and I cannot even
There's a
imagine
link in the
how
chat if you want to check out my
much
new
extra these
boat,
motors
but
are
that's my
gonna
new
be
boat,
just the
basically.
fact that
Look at that thing. It'll be a big boat working in here.
Just all goes rigged in the console here. See all your batteries.
42
are rigged
foot.
installed, all your battery management system, all your breaker
Got a lot of
panels,
batteries and
everything is
wires in that
finished
motherfucker.
this set. Your
Nice.
whole speaker.
A lot
We
of
got the
them gotta,
stabilizer built into it, so when the ocean's rough, it just totally
take an
flat.
actual, like, tool-
Boat doesn't even move.
Yeah, I think the light.
It's really cool to kind of see the whole
detail.
kind of the
Process,
process, right? So
Yeah.
my idea
A lot of
that
them
no,
gotta, like,
normally people don't do is
Yeah.
basically I wanted everything gray,
With that footage,
right? It's kind of like always been my
I mean,
thing.
it's almost
So
been
like
the
my
console. Our boat is
consoles,
supposed to be the
all
ultimate
the other
big
consoles
boat,
in the
but
factory are
also
white.
for the sandbar,
I had them painted
for
gray because I think it
stuff,
just looks
for
sick
quick
to like have that
fishing. This will be
contrast.
kind of the
So
utility
my
boat
they're
back.
actually like
everything.
even
New
CV was like,
console. And
you
this
know,
will be-
it's a little dangerous. But you can see this is actually like kind of the helm of the 42.
The same-
You got the big monster monitors on there, the gray console. I think the gray looks sick. So look at that thing. I think it's fucking. I'm gonna be like, there, right there. You know what I mean? Right that, like right there. So yeah, check it out if you want to check out my new boat. Someone said, I've been trading for 7 months now, and I'm finally at the point of not blowing accounts anymore. I love watching you almost every day, Patrick. Love hearing the commentary. D-Money is a great addition, too. Ooh.
Thanks.
Hey, don't pump his ego up too much now. You know, you're gonna be like, hey man, the chat, they really be liking me. I need $1 million a month now. I'm like, fucking A. Buy a pontoon boat. Do I look fucking poor? Pontoon boat. What is this shit? What are these people talking about? Pontoon boats. Oh yeah, we got the FLIR with the night vision, all that stuff. Someone said, D Money, have you always lived in Florida? Yeah, you said you were born and raised, right?
Born and raised.
Fuck yeah.
Born
I
and
only
raised.
hire Floridians, literally. Jason, the editor, sorry, beep that out. The editor, born in Florida. Ginger, born in Florida. Danny, born in Florida. Alex, born in Florida. D Money, born in Florida. Something about them Florida people. Do you guys get Chipotle after every stream? We actually went to the Lou's Subs the other day. Yeah. Might grab some lunch after this, actually. Talk some more business. PW, not born. I was born in Florida. Born in Florida. Grew up going to the beach every day. Freaking living the dream, man. Hurricanes. That's my favorite. People are like, you not worry about hurricanes? I'm like,
nah.
Bro.
When you born it,
bro,
you don't even.
You sleep through hurricanes.
Yeah,
I've
literally.
slept through more hurricanes than more people have even seen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's kind of like nice and it's calm and relaxing. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
there's the wind. There's the rain.
Well,
There's
it's a
the
party.
hurricane.
It's a party. Everybody buys liquor. And,
It is kind of, it
I
is
mean,
funny,
literally,
right?
yeah, it turns into a party.
Hurricane party. Because then you're just like, you know, you're not going to work.
Yeah.
Back when I was working in construction with my dad's company, like there was nothing better. Being like, oh, fuck. We got a hurricane this week. I ain't working this week, boys. Because I was on salary getting $400 a week. Man, that was it was funny is my dad runs this roofing company, you know, it has this company and it was probably fucked up. But I was like, man, I would be praying that there'd be some rain coming.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't work in the
So
rain, you know. It's sorry, 11 o'clock, it's raining. Got to go home now. Got to go home and play some World of Warcraft. Oh, man. I miss those days, the World of Warcraft. But I wonder, though, like maybe if I tell people, I think playing World of Warcraft and those games growing up, I think it like really, as funny as it sounds, I think it like was part of the lead up to where I am now, right? Because like I used to play World of Warcraft like pretty, you know, Diablo, like when I was 16, 15, like I was, you know, I'm deep in that shit. Yeah. And like I played, you know, each of those games have an economy, right? I used to like go out and like mine gold and then sell my gold, you know, because the price is like, you know, different stuff, and you go find different stuff. Like there was an auction house in World of Warcraft, so you could put stuff on there for auction, and yeah, there was a whole economy. Living the dream. I used to sell items in Diablo, sell them on eBay. It was wild. And also, you know, it was cool because I was playing this game, like this kind of like real life world game thing. And I was playing with people all around the world.
Yeah.
So, right, like I really got to like meet a lot of different people. And I also got to learn how to like be a leader in that sense. Cause I would be playing like these big dungeons in World of Warcraft. And a lot of times like I would kind of be the leader of it. I'd be the tank and I'd be like, okay, I'm going to, you know, I'll tell you guys when to start, and like, you know, kind of learning how to like manage different people, how to put 50 people together to like get a task done.
Yeah.
Right, like that. It's that, you know how that is. It's
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
Right, so like being a kid,
Very hard.
being 16 and learning how to do that, like be like, hey, everybody, listen to me, motherfuckers. I know what we're doing. You know, like we are doing this, and they'd be like, fuck's this guy? Okay, whatever. Listen to that guy. My name is Dirty Cracker. It got
that's what
banned
your
at
name
one
was?
point because they said I was racist. Fucked up. And then my name was Gliha. It was Gleaja. Gliha. And I used to fucking, yeah, I loved playing those games. Because like I think like, you know, back then there wasn't social media.
Yeah.
There wasn't like these, you know, there was no YouTube. If it was like YouTube was like literally like these little videos that were like this big of cats. Like the first YouTube videos were just like videos of people playing with their cats and shit. Patrick, have you played WoW lately? I've not played WoW lately. I got bigger things to do. I play this game now. I play the Nasdaq game. It's pretty much like I play. What's cool is, you know, I put my son on this and I tell him, I'm like, look, here's the game, right? The game is to get points. You know, like for him is like he obviously is money, but I'm like, it's you to be green. If you want to win the game, you got to be green. So he looks at the candlesticks and like looks at it like a game. It's like, okay, it's pulling back here. It's gonna go up. I'm gonna go long. So yeah, the YouTube, the live stream. I think I was just kind of built for this shit. my dad always told me, he's like, never gonna make no money on the internet. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna make some money.
Yeah, it's funny. The parents never bought in until they see it happening, right?
Yeah,
that's
now
how
my
it is.
dad's
That's
like,
how it
holy
works.
fuck.
Yeah, that's how it works.
He's like, who pays you? I'm like, fuck, man, the internet does.
Yeah.
Google. My, I guess I want to say my mother-in-law, because I'm not married, but my girlfriend's mom, she was like, what are you going to do if YouTube goes away? I'm like, if YouTube goes away, the world ended.
Yeah.
You know, like Google is so
away.
big at this point that
it's
like
not going away.
nothing will ever replace it. Anything that comes along that could possibly replace the YouTube will just get bought by Google.
Yeah.
Right? It's like this, all the, like, pretty much like everything is so big now. Facebook, like all these companies are just so big that if anything even looks remotely like a competitor,
Yeah, they're
they
just
just
gonna buy it out. Yeah.
and it's done. You know, like, so
Buy
they-
out the competition.
they'll just put it, they'll either just like cancel it or they'll just like add it to their platform. So they're like, Facebook, Meta is never going to go away at this point. Like they just own it. They have too much data. They own the data, right? Like that's
Yeah.
the play. Like people don't understand is like companies nowadays, it's not about like how much money you make. It's about how many people, like how much data can you farm, right? And that's Facebook. People are like, oh, Facebook's free. It's like, no, Facebook be making tons of money off you because they look at D-Money on there late at night watching WNBA, and guess what they'd be doing?
Yep.
They'd be serving him WNBA ads. They'd be like, look,
That's how it
Caitlin
works.
Clark t-shirt just came out. You need to buy this. You got the new Caitlin Clark video game coming out. You know, you got to get this. So, how many people bought some of the Lucid today? Lucid accounts. Use the code Ninja50. You get 50% off 2 accounts for Trade-Evate now if you want to sign up that way, or it's 40% off with the code PW. But it's happening. Lucid, big things popping. I think their website might still be not working, but it's good now. Website is working. Confirmation. Website is working.
So somebody asked me how much of a pullback would I be looking for? How much of a pullback you need to enter long in the last 1 hour candle? So what I wanted if I was going to be long, I wanted at least 860 off the 14 EMA on the 15-minute chart, but the ideal entry for me was like that 840 area, and we never got it, right? And that's okay. So you're not gonna get every pullback, right? You're not gonna time it perfectly, and I'm perfectly content with that, right? So, but I wanted a bigger pullback. I wanted 840s. That's what I wanted. So, in order to even, I guess, think about getting long, because we already caught 3 or 4 trades, so there's no reason to be greedy and start giving back profit, right? So because the day that
greedy. Get greedy, damn it. Why are you not greedy? D-Money, be greedy. That's what they want.
Yeah,
Chat just wants you to blow up.
Yeah.
They tell you, trade, trade, trade. Do it, do it, do it. Why are you not trading more, D-Money? Why? Why?
What is max trades? I take 2 to 3. Typically 2 to 3 trades per day is the max. Anything over that, I'll start to lose. I guess my win rate drops a lot, and it's easier for me to go on tilt. So I try to limit myself.
See, I mean, trading is a very introspective thing, right? Like you got to figure out what your benefit, like what's your strengths, what's not your strengths. You know, you're like, hey, if I try to trade every little 1 minute candle, I'm going to blow up.
Yeah.
If I tell myself I'm not trading because I'm waiting for a pullback and I'm going to be successful, like more power to you, right? Like you did it. You did exactly what you needed to do as a trader. So I think it's like funny when everybody just like, oh, you could have traded. It's like, yeah, well, I could have also blown up.
Yeah.
Right? Like I also like just could not make money, you know, like I could do that too. The best traders, I tell you, the best traders I've talked to the real brokers, like real fucking brokers, not prop firm bullshit, but like real brokers. And they will tell you time and time again, the best traders are always the ones who take the least amount of trades.
Yeah.
Right? It's never the guy who takes 100 trades a day. It's always the guy who is he is just like obsessed with his process in the sense that like, I'm not taking a trade until I get exactly what I want to see. and you're going to miss out. That's
Yeah,
the thing,
you're gonna
right?
miss out.
Like if you're going to have a strategy, you are not going to trade every move.
You're gonna miss some moves.
You're going to miss moves.
And you got to be comfortable with
because
that.
that is part of having a strategy.
Yeah.
If you have no strategy, then yes, you can buy everything and you can sell everything and you can like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I would much rather just like be that trader. I guess, you know, I'd much rather just like be that trader who makes money and that doesn't get caught up in this whole drama of like, well, I could have made more, right? Like, cause that's a slippery slope and I've been there. You know, there was a time in like when I was trading and I was like, fuck, I just could not be happy until I blew up my account.
Yeah.
Right. And it had nothing to do with how much money I was making or like, I wasn't obsessed with like, oh, I have to make a certain amount of money. Like, no, like I was obsessed with just blowing up because I felt like if I wasn't trading that like I was doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Like I would literally tell my girlfriend, I'm like, 9 o'clock till 4. Don't fucking talk to me. Don't look at me.
Don't talk to me.
I'm
Don't
fucking
text me.
trading.
Don't call me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's like the best feeling in the world is like being like, oh fuck, I'm up, and then just leaving, right, walking away. That was one thing too. Like I knew, like in the past, I would have my computer at my house and I would trade, you know, in my house.
Yeah.
And it was so easy to like, you know, make that money in the morning.
Yeah.
Lunchtime comes around, and you're like, let me go see what's moving.
Yeah.
And then you come back and you look at it and you're like, yeah, I could probably get 5-10 points here. And what do? You get long and then it dumps 20 and you're like, okay, I'll add. I'll add. And then I just blew up my account.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's again, like the prop firms, what do? Right? They know that like I'm not getting in trouble saying this, but like at the end of the day, like they want traders trading as much as possible.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you have 100,000 traders and they're all trading and your goal is to get people to blow up their accounts, like you want traders to trade as much as possible because the more they trade, the better chance they blow up. If you have 100,000 traders who are like, nope, I'm not buying until we get the proper pullback. You're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's not good for business, right? Like if people aren't going to blow up if they're being patient.
Yeah.
You know? But it's not, again, like I think it's not about like saying prop firms are bad or good. It's just about the fact of being like, how can you capitalize off the game, right? Like you're playing a game. The prop firms are a game.
Yeah.
Right. So like what if most traders fail, what are they doing? How do I do the opposite? And I just be patient. Look, it's still going higher.
Yeah, it's still going higher.
Are you dying right now on the
Nope.
inside? Are you like, fuck, I gotta make more money? You out of here? All right. You got a ride?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Call me later because stuff just got.
Who's out there? Baby out there?
No.
Are you taking an Uber? Well, see that little baby. Kiss him on the forehead. All right.
Yeah, nice seeing you in.
Jesse Clark said, my stats at a prop firm is if I win more if I'm in a trade longer than 60 minutes. Well, I mean, good stat to know, right? I know that like I normally lose more if I'm in a trade for longer.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Because that's my style of trading, right? Like my style of trading is like, you know, if the market's moving, it's giving me good setups, it's all happening, then like my targets are getting hit pretty quick.
Yeah.
Right? Like if I'm sitting in a trade for
trade-
6 hours
you're a
straight, it's like,
momentum trader.
you know.
Yeah, you're a momentum
Yeah.
trader.
I'm
So-
not a fucking I'm not looking for the previous day high to get taken out every day.
Yeah.
But again, big shout out to D Money here with that idea this morning, right? That morning trade. We got long there this morning at 791. And let's just say you
It's
were
crazy to
you know,
think
you're
about
watching
it.
the stream, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna get long too. And you're like, where's your target? Well, my target's the previous day high. Well, we dare. We real dare. So
Look at the wick on the bottom of that daily candle. All right? Like, look at that wick and that push up, that retest.
Shoo. Imagine being shorted open.
I lose more when I over risk. I think that's everybody. All right? I mean, that's
In theory, you know,
Yeah.
over risking will lead to losing more. And there's also like there's those days too where like I start to feel myself just like kind of taking trades and like taking profit quickly, right? Then I know I'm like, okay, like it's a good time to walk away, right? Like, because especially like right now, it's easy to have FOMO because you're like every little fucking move higher, you're like, oh fuck, can it go higher from here? Okay, let me try a look, quick scalp, quick little scalp, quick little scalp, quick little scalp. It's like when I start getting into that quick little scalp mindset, that's when I know it's time to walk away, because I'm not trading anything other than just like, oh, it's gonna go higher.
Yeah.
Just because why do I think it's gonna go higher? Well, now I think it's gonna go higher because it's going higher. But that doesn't mean that it's gonna continue going higher.
Yeah. Well, like where's the top, right?
Yeah.
We don't know where the top
And
is.
it goes to the same idea of like you can't just short here.
Yeah.
Because maybe it keeps going higher. So with the hourly, I mean, again, I know people in the chat were like, oh, you didn't trade it. But at the same time, it's like you also didn't get long.
Yeah, I
at
didn't
the
get
top
long
up
either.
there. You know, the 905s, you weren't like, okay, guys, we're going to break the high and keep going higher.
Yeah.
You're like, at least I'm looking for some kind of wick on the bottom of that hourly candle, which we got. So,
Yeah, it's hard to trade it when the previous 1 hour candles, right? Like 140, 150 points, right? So you have to keep that in mind. If you caught that trade, you got to be content at some point.
yeah. I mean, you know, majority of the time you get a 150 point candle. That's when you start to get consolidation.
Yeah.
You know, like if you look back, you know, there's like normally it's like we get a big candle push up and then it's like next couple candles we start consolidating. You know, very rarely do you get like 3 or 4 just fucking straight up hourly candles without some kind of pullback. You know, like Wednesday, last week, we kind of at open, we were tight, got that big dump down on the hourly candle that was from the 800s down there to the 680, so 120 points. And then what do? We start to consolidate back up. So, I mean, at the end of the day, if you green, you're green. You know, the market don't care how many points you got or how many fucking times you pick the top or the bottom.
Exactly.
If you green,
is
you're green. My bank account ain't worried about how many fucking points I got.
A win is a win.
Yeah.
A win is a win.
Green is green. Red is red. But I'll pick being green any day. There you go. Mel said, real talk, Pat. I've blown many accounts trying to get that little quick scalp. Trust me. It's very difficult to stop yourself because why? Because guess what? It keeps making new highs. So in your head, you're like, well, fuck, it's going to make another new high.
Yeah.
Right? On this next candle, we're going to push one more time.
Yeah, that's what you
Right?
that's
Like
what
it's
you're
easy.
thinking.
Like that's just like, that's not trading.
Yeah.
That is simply just, now you're just gambling.
Yeah.
You're gambling on the idea that it's going to go higher. It's going to go higher. It's going to go higher until it doesn't. Whereas like having the strategy or having a strategy being like, hey, 5-minute chart, I want to pull back here, you know? There we got a pullback and I'm looking for long. Like now it's like, look at the 5-minute candles up here. You got wick, 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 wick. Just kind of like getting to that scary territory where you could get a 5-minute candle that's 50 points right back down. And that little scalp at the top that you took now just turned into a 50-point loss and you blew your account.
And this is the new 1 hour candle, right? That just opened. So no wick at the bottom so far, right? So yeah, this.
So if your theory again kind of plays into the idea, like, hey, if we are going to go higher, there's a very high likelihood that we do what? We put in a wick to the bottom first.
Yeah, we form some kind of bottom wick.
I like it. I like it. I like it. I knew I was going to like you, D-Buddy. Because, you know, some people come in here and they just like, they got no fucking process. They got no theory. It's just like, oh, yeah, it's, I trade the, you know, if we break above the previous day high, I get long. And it's just like, but why?
Yeah.
What's your reason to that? Well, because my mentor said that, you know, the IB high, if we're above the IB high at 11 o'clock, it's a long. And it's just like, okay. Felony said, I got left on red trying to come to the BDH. I don't know why, Felony. Probably the fact that you might have do you have a Discord, Felony? I told Ginger, don't let anybody come who has a Discord, to be honest. You know, it's kind of it's not personal. It's just, yeah, as you've seen in the past, it's weird. Somebody's sitting here pumping their Discord on my stream. James said, we're about to break all-time high again. Not far from it.
Yeah, we're close.
But guess what? I'd want to pull back.
Yeah, absolutely want to pull back. Best of luck if you're buying up here. Like I'm not touching it.
Yeah. I mean, because again, what is the statistics that we go higher from here?
Yeah.
30%?
Yeah, very low.
10%, 20% chance? And the funny thing is, like, it can go higher, right? And then some of the chat's like, I told you to go higher. Like, okay. Come back for the next year straight and tell me that.
Yeah, exactly.
Buy the fucking top of the day. Buy at the high of day for 100 days straight, and then come back and tell me how you're a fucking genius. I guarantee you won't be profitable.
Yeah.
I fucking guarantee it. Check the daily chart. Again, we already looked at it. We know. Got a big wick over here. If it goes higher, it goes higher. But again, like this, the odds are not in your favor. Buying the high here. The top of the day buy P&L would be the red strat. I mean, it's true, 100%. I would love to see somebody come here and be like, yeah, I just get long at the high of day every day for 100 days straight, and let's see your P&L. Because again, what's it play into, right?
Yeah.
Sellers want to sell high, buyers want to buy low. Right, this morning, you got the big push up, buyers were there.
Yeah.
Now it's like, think about it too, like if you're a smart trader and you're, let's say you're long from the lows,
Yeah,
you know, like, are you not thinking about taking profit up here?
Yeah, you should be content.
Yeah, I mean, but it's just like you're up, you know, if you got long at the open, 15-minute range break, you're kind of like, I'm okay taking profit here.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm okay with that. Cal Mando said, I can't stand this whiny BS. Well, I got a great place for you, my friend. It's called the VIP room. It's quiet in there. It's actually silent. No one talks. It's great. You can spend the rest of your time there. Yeah, I mean, I think there is a short opportunity coming up. It's just like, I'm not trying to be that guy.
Yeah.
You know, like I've done that too. All right, trying to short at the high of day also.
Yep, and then you're trying to add into it, and add into it, and add into it.
Because if you would have shorted, you know, here earlier at the 900s, you would have got stopped out. You would have shorted again, got stopped out, and it's just like, it ain't fun. Yeah. I like being green more than I like being fucking right.
Yeah, and somebody said, look at the daily. Yeah, you're right. The daily looks great, but remember, we bought in at the bottom, pretty much, right?
Yeah,
so we're not.
You made money already on the daily.
We made money already, so we're not interested as far as jumping in now for buys.
Someone said, PW, what would you think is a good number of trades to take a day? Honestly, it's day to day, right? There's going to be days where you're going to get those good pullbacks, those good setups. Like if you would have got the 840 pullback, you would have taken a long, and you'd be long, and you'd be like sitting here up 100 points, right? But like, are you a bad trader because you didn't get long? No, you're just playing your strategy, right? Because if you, over a 100-day period, if you would have waited for that pullback to the 840s and you would have got your pullback that you wanted, you take a trade, you would statistically make money over a 100-day period. Yeah. But if you're just willy-nilly, I'm long, okay, I'm out, I'm long, I'm out, like you're not going to make money. You're up $1,300, right?
Yeah, over 13.
Yeah, he's up $1,300 in the day. Like, I don't fucking know. I mean, and you have to deal with fucking anybody bitching and complaining. You have to deal with no fucking customers, no problems, no issues.
What do you mean you can't take this back? I've had it for 3 years. Like, you get all that stuff. Like, people returning stuff they've used for like 3 years, bringing it back, no receipt. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, look at this 5-minute candle now. I mean, it's just a short squeeze at this point. You know, that's really what it is. Yeah, how we had wick, and then right now a full body candle to the upside.
Yeah.
Patrick, how much would you charge to let someone go live with you for a stream to trade? Sounds like that's a slippery slope. $100,000. To come on the BDH show. Day one, federal government shutdown. Oh.
Yeah, somebody put pullback, please. Yeah, I agree. You want one. Might not get it, but you want one.
Pivot point indicator is just pivot point standard on TradingView. Pivot point standard right there. I don't change any of my settings. Patrick, do you have any trading goals for this month? Honestly, like just straight up being honest with you, my goal is just not to blow up any accounts this month. I mean, that would just be like, that would be a good month for me. You know, like it might not be my biggest profitable month ever, but like I would just like to get through the month with no blow ups. You know, that would just be kind of like, it's nice. You know, like doing something right. I think that's probably the best way to really have a goal, right? Like if you try to put a goal of like, oh, I want to make $1 million this month, then you ain't gonna make $1 million. You're gonna lose $1 million. So yeah, put the goal on of just not losing money or just not blowing up for a month would be nice. Get these Apex payouts, get these, you know, run these accounts up. I got no reason to like do anything stupid, right? It's working. Make it a couple $1,000s a day across 19 accounts. Do that consistently, do it consistently. Try to walk the talk. I do a lot of talking, so, you know, I should be trying to do some walking too. Yeah, D-Money would have made $13K today if he had 20 accounts copying.
Yeah.
We'll go and get him there. Apex, give him 20 accounts.
Let's go.
The chat, all these prop firms are like, no, we're not giving D-Money no accounts. He gonna rape us. That's a problem too now.
You're like,
we got a secret.
He's only taking 2 trades, 3 trades.
Yeah, no. I don't like this guy. He's bad for us. Bad for the business. Do virtual collabs. I don't like virtual collabs. It's just not the same, right? Like there's something to be said about like, I built this place not to do virtual. Like I wanted people to come to the BDH. I want them to sit here and look at him. I want to look at him in the fucking eyes and be like, you're a fucking scammer. You know, like that's what I want. I'm like, cause you know, that's what I want. I want people to come to the BDH and actually shut the fuck up and prove it. Like everybody wants to talk. Oh, I'm a good trader. I make money, blah, blah, blah. But like, they don't want to prove it. Nobody wants to fucking prove it. They want to sit on Twitter all day long and cry how everybody says they're a scam, but then they don't want to prove it. I'm like, you know how you prove it? You do it live.
Yeah.
Right? Do it live for a year fucking straight. Don't just go live one day and make money and be like, hey, look, I did it. I'm profitable. Like, no, do it consistently. Like, show the world that you can do it. You know? Get the big payouts. Do it live. Why do prop firms lie and say they make their money from trades? Ain't nobody lying. I don't think there's any prop firm that's lying about that or stating that they make money off of trades, other than maybe the one, you know who. Don't get me in trouble. I got a lawsuit still going on, guys. Okay, be nice. Don't get me on tilt here. I'm having a good day. No, I think if you really look at the prop firms, like I don't think anyone's marketing the fact that they make all their money off of profitable traders. If they are, they're clearly frauding everybody because it's just not the business. How do you make money off profitable traders when you have all your traders in a sim-funded account?
Sim-funded, yeah.
You know, it's not, they ain't making money on it, so. And the funniest is, like I said a million times, like it's almost comedy that people go and try to learn from a prop firm. You know, like there's like 4 or 5 prop firm, you know, live streams now.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I don't want to like be a conspiracy theorist, but like, you know, I mean, like it don't make no sense.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, do you really have my best interest in mind? You know, do you really like truly when your only way of you making money is me blowing up? Like, do you truly want me to win?
Yeah, that's a good question.
You know, like at the end of the day, if traders in my chat make money, like I don't lose money, right? Like I make money when people buy evals and resets and all that. But like if someone gets a $10,000 payout, that ain't coming out of my pocket, you know? So like nothing I would love to see than everybody in the chat getting payouts. Like I'd be like, fuck yeah, because there's a million other idiots that are losing money at the prop firms that are not watching me. The ICT traders, the 10,000 people watching ICT live on YouTube, like they doing plenty, right? They blowing up enough accounts for everybody. So we good. We can make money here on this stream. So we good there. Samuel B said, if I were invited to the BDH, could I preach the value of buy and hold? Like buying and holding long-term investments or buying and holding Nasdaq futures? I don't know many people that are buying and just holding. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I wish I was still long from that first long, that second long of the day there, D Money.
Be nice.
God damn it, D Money. God damn man, you got me. I think we might actually do though. Like this could be a good little experiment. Is like maybe we'll get you a couple accounts, or maybe I'll get a couple accounts, and like we'll play. Like let's really play into that hourly. Yeah. Right. Let's just fucking do it and be like, look, we're not taking profit till like we identify like a 100, 200 point like target. Yeah. You know, and that way we can really see, because the only way to really see is like to do it. We can talk about it all day. I'm like, fuck, we should have done it. But like, let's see if we can actually execute that live on YouTube. Like, all right, guys, like I'm long here at this 760 area. I'm looking for the previous day high, the gap fill, you know, like. So like really, to really put that, to really, I mean, to really be like, okay, let's see if it works. Because, I mean, clearly today it worked.
Yeah, it printed today.
JM said, your course has helped me to get break even. Consistency is next. And your streams helped me more than prop firms so far. Well, nice. Like I said, I don't lose when you win. So it's in my best interest to make you guys win so you keep coming back. Because people don't want to watch me lose. They want to watch me win. Or at least help them see the direction. Patrick, how old were you when you started trading? Well, I'm 37 now. I've been trading for about 8 years, so 29. Fuck, that's pretty wild. Yeah. Well, coming up on a decade. I'm gonna be a decade trader here soon. How old are you?
41.
41. Fuck, you look younger than me. God damn it.
Black don't crack. Black don't crack.
Damn it, D buddy. You gotta be. By the time I'm 41, I'll be looking fucking broke and beaten. D Money gotta be looking younger than me. His whole life, we're gonna be 70. I'll still be looking younger than me.
Got some good genes.
Bro looks 26. See? Look, literally.
Oh, I still get ID'd for everything. I go buy a beer. I get ID'd all the time.
I ain't got ID'd in a long time.
All the time.
They're like, this fat fuck is at least 50. God.
All the time.
That's pretty epic.
Yeah.
I thought you were like maybe 30. Maybe 30.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's crazy.
That's impressive.
It's crazy.
But yeah, I mean, you got that's the thing too, though, right? Like you got life experience, right? Like someone who's like in their 20s, like they're naive, right? Like they don't understand what it's really like to work, what it's like to have goal, you know, like to really like work in a competitive space. So it's like I always laugh when I see all these fucking idiots on Twitter that are like, I'm 20 years old, I'm a millionaire trader, learn how to trade from me, and I'm just like, bro. The last thing I'm trying to do is take any advice from some fucking 20-year-old kid who lives in a Miami penthouse.
Yep.
You know, I'm good. I'll pass. I'm going to pass on that. PW, when is your next vacation? I leave next Friday on the 10th. I'll pretty much be gone for the rest of the month. I was supposed to be gone today, actually. So you guys are lucky. Y'all are lucky because I was supposed to be in Washington right now driving rally cars, but my flight got canceled on Sunday, so I ended up not going. Just how the world works out sometimes. It might, you know, who knows? One door closes, another door opens is the way I look at it. Yeah. I did end up doing some pretty big like business deals this week, so it all kind of worked out. And then the Lucid thing launching today. So it's funny because I'm a very firm believer. Like we were in Hawaii, me and Victoria, and we're gonna go skydiving. Yeah. Right? We're going skydiving, and we were there for like 2 months or whatever it was. And on the way to go skydiving, they called us and like, hey, we got to cancel the skydiving today. And I was like, oh fuck. And they're like, yeah, it's too windy, but don't worry, we'll reschedule till tomorrow. And I told her, I was like, I don't know, I think it's a sign. You know, I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna try it. And that was the same thing. And on Sunday, my flight got canceled. They didn't have a plane or whatever, it was a bird damage to the plane, and they were like, we're gonna have a flight tomorrow. And I was like, nope, I ain't doing it.
Final destination.
I ain't going tomorrow. If God didn't want me to go on this plane, I ain't going. So someone said, is there going to be a stream? There will be a stream. I'll be in California for like 2 weeks, and then I'll be in Mexico. Probably while I'm in Mexico, I won't be streaming, but maybe. I was trying to figure out how to go live stream while driving through the desert. Could be pretty funny. Fuck, man, it's just grinding, you know?
Yeah,
it's just grinding. It's like, what do? You get long here, and then it's like as soon as you get long, that's going to be the fucking top. You get short and then you get stopped out, and it's just like you're just chasing, right? You're just chasing. I got the Starlink. Oh yeah.
Somebody put 41. Wow. Yeah, I get that all the time. Trust me, guys. Yeah. Like I said, I get ID everywhere. So I'm used to it now.
Good problem to have.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have. I'll take it.
All right. I feel like this, I don't want to say this is the top, but I feel like that last little candle kind of looking a little different than the other candles, right? We're starting to get more pullback here. People might get a little bit more afraid. Because that thing too is like, the more these little pullbacks happen, less buyers are like willing to keep buying. Yeah. Right. At a certain point, they're like, fuck, I'm over it. Right. Like we had a pretty nice little pullback there. We bounced off the 21. You can see how this one, like that 9 EMA really is kind of like starting to curl over here and pull back there. So somebody said, PW, I'm 21 years old. I've been trading for 2 years, but my biggest concern is trading won't work for years. How can I overcome this fear? Based on you've been trading for 8 years. I mean, I guess what would be the best to say? I guess you got to be okay with losing for years. Honestly, I mean, that's like I tell people all the time. Like they're like, "Oh, I want to become a day trader." I'm like, "Well, are you okay losing money for 5 years straight?" You know, so I would be afraid too. But just I guess the best thing to do is don't put all your eggs in one basket, right? Like work a normal job, trade for fun. Like you don't need to quit your job to become a day trader. That's like the biggest misconception of it. I don't even know where that comes from. That anybody's like, oh man, you can't trade and work. It's like, but why?
Yeah, you can.
I mean, I know plenty of people that work full-time jobs and still trade and make money. Like the trading should really, like when you first start out trading should be like supplemental income. It should be like fun money, right? Like you buy a couple evals, you get a couple payouts. Like it's fun money. Yeah. This ain't like, don't be like, oh, I'm quitting my job. I got to pay my bills. Only way I'm going to pay my bills if I get a payout. That's terrible. Like
too much stress. You put too much pressure on yourself.
You can't learn in that, like in that space, you know, like that's not like it's like a toxic space because when your whole entire fucking existence is based on you getting a payout, you ain't going to get a payout.
Not going to get that payout.
Right? Like the best payouts are the ones where you're like, oh, sick. I traded pretty good for the last 5 days. I didn't even notice. Yeah. And now I'm ready for a payout. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing too, is like, that's funny too, because people will be like, man, you know, my job, I can't trade in the morning. I'm like, okay, well, like
at night,
there's a million jobs out there. Yeah. You can work a nighttime shift. You can trade you can wake up at 3 a.m.
Yeah, if you want it.
Wake up at 3 a.m. and trade the fucking London market. Right? Like do that consistently for 2 years. Yeah. There's like, people just make excuses. And everybody wants the fucking easy path, but trading is it's like, trading is literally, all it's going to do is if you take the easy path, trading is just going to like, it's going to find your weaknesses, right? Because you don't have that like foundation. Yeah. Right? If all you're trying to do is like, oh, I'm just going to trade and make a bunch of money real quickly and do it, you know, like I have no actual foundation, then you're not going to be successful. Yeah. Where like for today, for you, right? You're like, hey, I've been burned enough times to know that like, it just ain't a good move, right? Yeah. Like I could take this trade. I could be a hero, but like, I've done it enough times to know that it ain't worth the trouble. Yeah. You know, better to be just happy with $1,300 and go home and enjoy some WNBA play replays. Bruce Trade said, I swear, D-Money, I thought he was only 30, and that was only because he said he was his dad. I mean, he looked like he's 19 over there.
Yeah, I get that all the time. Trust me.
You ever grow your hair out?
What, like on the top? Like an afro?
No, on the bottom. Yeah, on the top.
Oh, yeah. Nah, it's always this low. Had to keep the nice little one all over.
All right. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with my hair. I don't know. I'm gonna just cut it all off again. I don't know. How you staying skinny? You'd always been like that?
Always, yeah. That's
Some people just got that metabolism.
I just got a fast metabolism.
Yeah, I got a friend of mine. No matter what he does, he cannot gain weight.
Yeah, I eat whatever I want.
Fuck.
Chicken parm, pizza.
Fuck, D-Money.
Steak.
I would be so much sexier if I was skinny. Yeah, I got a little belly on me, little porky piggy over here. I'm also getting older. You know, that's the problem too. Like I went foiling
Your metabolism
yesterday.
slows down. Yeah.
You know,
but you're active. You're active.
Yeah,
though,
I try to be active, but like I went foiling yesterday, and like I took a couple crashes, and like this morning I was hurting. You know, where like back in the day when I used to go foiling, I have all kinds of crashes. Wake up next morning, be ready to go. But like, I honestly this morning I woke up and I was like, fuck, like my back hurts. I got a massage at 4 o'clock because I'm like my back is fucked up right now. So. Yeah, I do need to get back in the gym harder. That's my goal. It's hard. It's hard to like be consistent, right? Especially when you're doing all crazy shit and doing all that. I don't know. I just gotta get back in it. I have been a little bit better lately. I stopped ordering those fucking those midnight cookies. Smoke a joint and then order a midnight cookie. It fucks you every time. Every fucking time, man. You're like, ooh. Ever since Uber Eats came out, you know, I was always like anti Uber Eats. And then COVID happened, and I think everybody became like addicted to Uber Eats because it's just too easy, right? Like they make it too fucking easy. You're sitting there at home, you're hungry, you're like, normally you'd be like, okay, I'm just not gonna eat because I'm too lazy to go to the Publix. Yeah. But now it's like, well, I can get a cookie, I can get a fucking ice cream, I can get whatever I want. Yeah. And especially when you smoke the joint, you gonna be getting that ice cream, and it's a slippery slope. Oh man. You play any sports or anything? Any hobbies? Golf?
I want to get into golf.
Oh fuck!
I want to get into it. I've never played.
Your next victim.
I've never played though. Yeah, I've never played.
Yeah,
I want to
Danny
play.
And the editor were talking yesterday about getting in. Oh, look at this! Fucking push back up now. Yeah. See, like, what do you do there? Like, you just short. Everyone just shorted that bear flag. Yeah. Everybody just got short below the EMAs, and then what happens? Whee!
Like the funny thing is, when you look at the 5-minute chart, it's given that pattern, right? 3 red candles and a push up. 3 red candles down, or 2 red candles down, push up, right? And then this one, 3 red candles down, push up. It's kind of giving that right to the EMA on the 14. Yeah, it's respecting. So it's grinding higher. Looks like so they want that 25,000, but whether they want it today or not, I really don't. I have zero concerns. We caught a bulk of the move. I mean, I think we took some good trades, solid trades.
Well, like we said, like the funny thing is, I think in the future, like really kind of playing into maybe that 5-minute, like kind of like we have not had one close back below the 21 EMA on the 5-minute. Yeah. So really, like, you know, maybe that's like we can maybe play around with the strategy in that sense. But it's also like, here's a problem, right? Today, it's easy to say that, right? Because today it's like it's playing that way.
Yeah. Yesterday was
yesterday. If you look at yesterday, it's just like, okay, you know, like, look at that. Well, you know, it ain't happening. Yeah. So.
Top Golf. Somebody you can start at Top Golf. Yeah, I've actually been at Top Golf a few times. I like Top Golf.
Somebody asked me what foiling was. This is what foiling is. I used to go out and ride the big waves in Hawaii, but now I just got to ride the little waves in Florida. It's so much fun. It is the ultimate. Like, you literally feel like you're flying. It's silent. There's just no friction. That carbon fiber blade is just cutting through the water, and you're just flying, man. It is the ultimate. Like, I've done a lot of crazy shit, and honestly, foiling has got to be one of the coolest feelings because you are just absolutely just riding raw fucking energy. It's like riding the waves in the stock market, man. Is it hard to do? It ain't easy. I've done it a lot of practice, like I said, so. Right here, this little feeling like, oh, look at my leg. Oh, I don't even see this video, but my leg be looking thick. Look at them thick leg. I got tree trunks on there, boys. Ooh, thick legs. They call me Daddy Thick Legs. You look taller than 5'9". Well, good thing I'm not 5'9". I'm a solid 6'1". Okay, solid. And we have measured it live on YouTube multiple times. So anybody who's gonna doubt it, they can go doubt it. There's a photo of me and fucking D Money, and I make him look like he's a midget. Okay, how tall are you?
5'8".
5'8". Yeah, literally. Like, come on, come on, chat. There's proof on the internet. Oh, I fucking make Terry definitely look small. Yeah. Did we talk? I don't think I talked about this yet on the stream. It was so funny because the landlord, he sent me a photo of the BDH back in the day. So this was a BDH originally, Pompano Performance Cars. This is like 50 years ago. How sick is that? Yeah, 1974, man. They got the Corvettes out front. That's pretty fucking sick. Because, you know, originally there was doors, like the doors rolled up pretty much, you know, on the front there. So they would pull the cars in, work on the cars and stuff. So this was the BDH back in the day. And he said, it's funny, this is the landlord. He said, it was an automotive shop for decades. Then I turned it into a private strip club. I can only imagine what was happening at the BDH strip club. Yeah, that big black pole was a stripper pole. But yeah, what else? I gotta find that photo of D Money and me just to prove it. Just to prove it. Oh, by the way, yeah, there's my big payout, $355,000. See, the funny part is be like, Patrick sucks at trading. I'm like, well, I made more money trading in 1 month than most people make their entire lives, so I guess I win. Fucking A. It's coming. Yeah, I mean, here. I mean, you know, that's a solid 4 inches on you there.
Yeah. For sure.
That's part of the hiring process too. I could never hire someone who's taller than me. Just be weird, you know. Like, how you gonna do that? I gotta look up
to this guy. Like, wait, I gotta look up to talk to him.
I can't be like on the BDH live stream, the biggest and the largest, and the guy with me is taller than me. You know, it'd just be awkward. All right, well, Nasdaq, absolutely insane. I'm happy that I was like, man, maybe I'll try a little short here just for fun. But you would have thought, like, looking at this chart right now, that like getting back below those EMAs, all that fun stuff, it would have been, you know, start of the reversal. But them shorts are just relentless. PW, what size is good to catch a 1K day on a 50K account? 1 mini, maybe 5 micros. I mean, you don't need a lot to make $1,000 with 1 mini. But also, like, I think I would ask yourself, like, is it easier to make $250 4 times, or is it harder to make $1,000 in one trade?
Yeah.
I like the idea of like the 4 $250 trades. You know, like, it's kind of like, that's how I would play it. Oh, it's funny too, because like you look at the price action, it's like ever since we made new highs at 11 for like the last hour. You know, it's just like, look at those candles, 2 minute chart. Like, what are you gonna do there? And like you said, we got the expansion, right? You got the bullish move higher earlier. So now it's like, are you still going to be, I'm ultra bullish up here?
Yeah, no.
You know, we were getting long 200 points ago. So you had to ask yourself, like, okay, well, hey, like, did you make money? Did you have a plan? Did you lock in profit? And you did. So. Off the ground, I said I found that trading with PW, he rubs off on me, winning $450 today. Hell yes.
Nice.
I mean, that's I think the sooner that people stop trying to make a lot of money in one day, and you know, like, and just get like happy with like, you make $100. I talk to people all the time, they're like, Like, oh man, I want to start day trading. I'm like, oh cool. Like, yeah, I want to make $10,000. I'm like, what? And I'm like, okay, well, how much money do you make now? Like, oh, I work this job. I make like $4,000 a month. I'm like, so you work, you think you like what, 40 hours times 4, or, you know, you work 120 hours a month to make $4,000, right? Or you could trade, you know, an extra hour a day, whatever it is, and you make extra $100 a day.
Yeah.
You know, like I like that play way bigger, way better.
It's all about context. You have to put everything in context.
Yeah.
Like I think Target got to the point where their minimum wage now is like $15 an hour.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're working 40 hours a week, you know, you're bringing in $600 a week. So put that in context.
You made
right?
double that today.
Yeah.
You made double what a minimum wage worker at Target's making for working 40 hours a week. Mm-hmm. You did that in 1 hour.
In 1 hour.
1 hour candle, sir.
Yeah.
Trust me, you ain't gonna go broke taking profit, but you will go broke trying to fucking make a lot of money. They say the easiest way to become a millionaire day trading is to start out with 2 million, because you go from having 2 million to having 1 million real quick. When is the D Money Power Hour starting? I think we've got to figure out the dates and all that, but probably sooner than you think. Sooner than you think. And then for like, if you're trading, let's say, I guess, you know, the hourly candle idea, your strategy.
Yeah.
It still works 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah. 2 o'clock, you actually have the new 4-hour candle that's opening too.
I like that.
Yep.
So yeah, maybe, would you want to go like maybe live a little before the 2 o'clock candle?
Yeah,
or,
probably a little,
like 1:30 go live, kind of get that way you set up for the 4-hour close. Mm-hmm. Look at this 4-hour candle right now.
Yeah. It's on steroids.
She got someone gave the Nasdaq some Viagra. It's funny because Nvidia's not going anywhere, which is kind of scary. The Dow's pulling back. ES is stuck. What's really driving the Nasdaq higher right now? I wonder. Let's look. We know Microsoft is a big player. Microsoft still inside the 15-minute range, has not even filled the gap yet. Okay. What else we got? Apple. Apple still not doing much.
Yeah, not doing much.
Tesla. Tesla's up about 2.7%. I don't know. QQQ chart looking like she's ready to roll over. I think there's probably a good short coming here. It's just like I said, it's almost impossible to know where that. I guess you really at this point, if I was looking for a short, I'd be looking for basically we pull back and we got to put in like a lower high, like a good lower high on the Nasdaq.
Yeah,
you know, like gotta look good, kind of lower high. AVGO pushing up there as well. Okay, I mean, there's definitely a couple stocks driving us higher, but now we're pushing up there on the hourly chart. We're pushing up into what? That's the Monday wick, right? Monday wick. If you're an hourly candle type trader, you would be thinking, good spot to take profit.
Yeah,
right. Like that big wick on that hourly candle from Monday.
Yeah,
which is also obviously the high of the week. We got last week's high, obviously all-time high, but that weekly candle right now looking kind of wild. We got a big wick on the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Little tiny wick there on the top. Someone said we haven't pulled back in 6 months. This is true.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true, but don't mean don't mean that you can just get long and just walk away, especially when trading futures.
Somebody said Oracle's up too.
Yeah. Patrick, how much did you lose before your first payout? Fuck. I And people always ask me that. I don't keep track of it, to be honest. I ain't sitting around thinking about how much I lost before I started winning, that's for sure. But I am thinking about why I lost, because I'd be trying to get short at the top saying it can't go any higher.
Yeah, I've done that so many times.
It can't go higher.
I've done that so many times.
Yeah. And that's the problem too, right? Like even if let's say you get in short here with one contract and it goes up 20 points, it's just like, do you really want to do you want to sit through that pain? I wouldn't want to, like. PW, how long have you been winning? Since 1988, baby. I don't know. I think people think that it's like trading is just like this linear path, right? That you're just like, you're going to start winning one day and you're never going to lose again. But we talked about that yesterday. You're like, you can have the best month of your life, right? You can make $1 million in September, and then literally October 1st, you can lose all of it. Mm-hmm. So it's not like this, just you hit a point where you're like, hey, I'm never going to lose money ever again.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
No, there's never like a point where I'm profitable forever now.
You're going to have good streaks and bad streaks.
Yeah.
That's the thing you have to be comfortable with. But
I've had plenty. September, I didn't have one payout in September.
Yeah.
I was just fucking around, being stupid. I mean, that was the truth. I had my biggest single payout ever in June. And then kind of July, August, got some little payouts here and there. But September was I was a battle. I just could not fucking get it together. I had plenty of accounts that I ran up and had plenty of money on them, and then just got greedy and kept going. So on these new Apex accounts, I'm like, all right. Let's avoid that problem. Get a tattoo says since 98, bro, 88. I was born in 88. I'm old, man.
They're asking if you use TradeAvate's trade copier.
Yeah.
So right?
Yeah. So these are my new Lucid accounts that we traded today. So basically, for the trade copier, what you do is, I'll show you how to set this up. Oh God, not that. No, here you go. Like that. So basically, let's say I just want to make a group. I'm going to type in BDH right there. I've got my accounts. So I would then pull those accounts over, right? All you do is pull those accounts over. I got 5 accounts. All right. We got our group set up, good to go now, right? So then I go here. I make sure that I click on my group. Since I only have 5 accounts, basically just click on there and then BDH. And now to place a trade, you can see up here, it shows that I have 5 accounts, right? Or 5 contracts. And you would think oh, fuck, that means I got 5 contracts in that one account. Well, with the trade copier turned on, I then would should we try a little sell here for shits and giggles? Just to show you how the trade copier works. Oh God. Oh God. Chat. Oh, who did this to me? So now I basically have 1 contract per account short here. Oh, no way. Oh God. Oh God. I thought I'd get at least 2 points there. 2 points, Nasdaq, 2 points. So now you can see it shows 1 contract here. That's my take profit. Oh my Lord. Not today, Nasdaq. If I put my stop there, it shows I have 1 contract. So 1 contract per account, 5 accounts there. It's going to hit, right?
Yeah, it looks like
it's going to hit. It's going to hit. Yeah. Come on, D-Money. Tell me it's going to hit.
It's coming right now.
It's going to hit, D-Money.
Come on, Cletus. Come on.
Come on.
Come on, Cletus.
Oh,
there it is.
There you go. All right. So like I said, that's how the trade copier works. It's 1 contract per account. If I wanted to do 2 contracts per account, then I would go put 10. If I want to do 15, I would go do 15. Because you see here, now it'll show that I have 3 contracts on that account. One thing, guys, this is very, very, very fucking important. I will tell you this because I have lost enough money doing it, right? Always, whenever you're done trading, whenever you put a trade on, always hit exit, market, and cancel.
Yeah.
Once your target's hit, once you're filled, always.
Yep.
No matter what, even if you think you're a fucking genius, exit at market and cancel. That way, everything is canceled out if you have any open orders. Because remember, if I had a stop still up here, and let's say I took my profit on the short, I would then be long if I forgot about that. And I've had too many times, even when I first started trading real
so
money.
many times. I've done it so many times.
I've done it so many times where you just fucking, you forget that there's an order.
Yeah.
And guess what? The market pushes up there, it gets your order, and then you're fucked.
It gets hit.
So, yes, always cancel orders. Even if you don't see anything, there's not, like, it won't hurt. Just press cancel all, cancel all, cancel all. But yeah, you will blow your account when you fucking forget that you have an order sitting there. You know, like, especially like, let's say you got, you know, long there earlier and you put your stop like down here below these lows. You know, the market pushes up, you walk away, you forget about it. And then you come back and the market fucking got you into a short at the lows of the day. And you're like, what? How does one forget? I mean, I think it's very easy to forget.
Yeah, if you're rushing, I've
Well,
done
if you
that so
just
many
like,
times.
if you would have been long from the low down there and you put your stop at like the low of day, and then you're like, hey, fuck, I made $1,000.
Yeah,
you
I'm
walk
good.
away, you're happy.
Yep.
You don't think about it. You forget that you put your stop down there because the trade worked out. You're not like, oh, wait, did I have a stop? You know, did I have a stop down there? You forget.
Yeah.
But yes, that will happen to pretty much every single person at least once. So I'm trying to help you avoid that because your broker won't help you. The prop firm won't help you. No one cares. Like, it's your own fault. There you go. AD, he lost 8 accounts because he did that. If you use brackets, the other disappear once filled. I mean, that's fine, but again, I would still just hit it either way. I don't trust it. I do not trust these fucking nothing. Yeah. You know, at the end of the day, only thing that I trust is cancel all. Cancel all. All right, Nasdaq starting to pull back here. I would feel like this would, I don't want to jinx it for anybody who's short, but like 900 level would make a lot of sense to pull back there. Should have held. Nah. There'll be more money tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow's another day.
Another day to make money. Long, short, bullish, bearish. We do it all, baby.
So they're asking if you watch TradingView, but execute your trades on TradeAvate. Yeah, that's typically the setup. So even if I'm at home and I'm trading myself, I do the same thing. I'll have TradingView charts open, but if I'm copy trading, because you can't copy trade using the TradeAvate copier, you can't copy trade on TradingView, right? So I know there's trade copiers out there now that you can actually.
I wouldn't touch those.
Yeah, but I've seen so many issues and errors, so I don't trust them either. So I stick to TradeAvate trade copier, which means that I'm pulling up my charts at home on TradingView, but I'm physically taking a trade on TradeAvate. How long before I saw my first payout from a prop firm? Man, it took a while, to be honest. I would actually say probably because I was trading Forex. So it's a kind of a strange question. And the reason why I say that is because I had a lot of success in Forex I think I had like a $85,000 payout from.
Fuck, let's rip back up.
Yeah, it went right back up. I had an $85,000 payout from one of the prop firms in Forex that went under, the funded trader. So, and then there was another one that I had a payout from, right? So, and then I kind of made the switch, and it took me a few months. I would say probably, I think like 4 or 5 months before I got a payout.
This market's on crack.
On the future side.
It's on crack. It's just on crack. It's just perfect time to not trade it.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like a dump is coming too at some point, but that could be tomorrow, right? Hopefully there's, more movement tomorrow, but it doesn't matter, right? Buys or sells, we're ready. We'll be ready. They're asking what is the fixed draw daily loss limit on Lucid?
Depends on the account size. They've got a couple of different accounts. They got the straight to funded. They got the normal. I don't really call them normal, but they got a few different options at Lucid Trading right now. We can pull it up and take a look here. So trade with clarity at Lucid Trading. They've got obviously now they have the Trade-of-8 and NinjaTrader. So they've got the Lucid test, which is basically an eval account. It is currently 50% off. If you use the code Ninja50, there's a link there in the chat for that. And then after that, you can buy more accounts at 40% with the code PW. So they got the 50K, the 100K, and the 150K. And they've got a couple different options there for cost. Honestly, the direct accounts are pretty nice. They're a little bit more expensive, obviously, because they're direct funding. Yeah. But right now with the 50% off, might be a good time to buy some. They got the consistency rule, pretty similar to a lot. The 150K account, the fixed daily loss limit is 3,600. And then you got the max loss limit in the account. So you can have a red day. It'll stop you out. It's not a hard breach of the account. It'll just be for that day, you're just timed out for the day. And then same thing on the 150K Lucid accounts there as well. $9,000 profit target. Very similar to a lot of the other industry prop firms. So if you guys are interested, check out lucidtrading.com. There's some links somewhere. And yeah, they just launched Trade-of-8. So that was the big news. They got some other platforms as well if you want to go with some other platforms. But a lot of traders were waiting for NinjaTrader. They were waiting for Take Profit Trader. Or no, Take Profit Trader. For Trade-of-8 there. So, all right. Well, it's almost 1 o'clock, D.
Yeah.
We put in the work. I mean, I could have walked away after the first 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. I was like that close. So I was like, I'll let D handle this today, but we good. We back. So, well, I don't know. You got any closing remarks there? You're green on the day. We're all green on the day.
Yeah, green on the day. I think it was a really good trading session. So looking forward to tomorrow. I'm sure there'll be more volatility. We'll be able to catch some of those moves. So
you would think. Fuck. I mean, I think especially with this week with the whole government shutdown stuff going on, it's like all that's going on. There should be some good volatility. No NFP news this week. Yeah, no NFP we know that
news on Friday.
So either way, even if they reopen, I don't think they're going to do it because they don't want to. Basically, I guess beginning of the week they said, hey, we're just going to skip it because the indecision of if we're going to have those news or not. And yeah, so yeah, I don't know. It keeps going higher. Like we said, we made easy money this morning. Yeah. We had a great long from the 760s. I got long at open for a nice little push up. D called out the hourly candle. We'll be having some more videos soon. Kind of D money, maybe breaking down the whole hourly strategy a little cleaner and understandable for you guys in the future. Yeah. But yeah, what's crazy is like looking at the chart in hindsight at the hourly chart now, you're just like, wow, yeah. You basically, like, your idea was like, hey, look, the first 15 minutes, we got a big wick on the bottom of that hourly candle. Mm-hmm. there's a good chance that we now have a body to the upside.
Yeah.
And boy, did we get a body.
Yeah.
We got that is a body. You know, I don't think you thought that we were gonna be a body like that big, but we got a body there, boy.
It was big body.
That's a big old body, girl. It's a big old body candle. So there it is, making money live on YouTube, doing it with you guys, explaining what we're looking at, the process. We're not telling you when to buy and sell, but we're kind of giving you an idea of like, hey, I like this area. I like the longs. I like the shorts. I like maybe just staying out of it. Honestly, I think when I first started trading, if I would have just had someone that would have told me like, hey, might not be a good place to trade.
Yeah.
Right? Because there was plenty of times like I was in a chat room or a Discord when I first started, and you know, everyone's just like long, short, long, short. It's like, you know, you get so just like, you just feel the FOMO and you have to trade, and then you just end up blowing up, and you pay your monthly membership to the Discord and you try to do it again next month. So that's the great thing about this live stream. It's free. We're doing it live on YouTube. I mean, this is like, I don't know, can it be any more real than this? I don't think so. I like the fact, like I said, you even this morning, you're like, I'll wait for my 10 a.m. setup.
Yeah.
You explained it before it happened. You weren't like, you know, this ain't you didn't go, oh, hey, so last night, if you look at this candle, see how it pushed up? Yeah, I would have taken that trade. It was like, you didn't know. That's the best part. When you think about it, you know, when you entered that trade, all you had was basically the wick on the bottom of the candle.
Yeah, that's it.
And you're like, hey, I think, you know, based on my strategy that this 1 hour candle wants to kind of push back up here.
Yeah.
You took a trade live. You explained it, and you had a great trade there. So nice work. Big thank you to the chat for tuning in, having fun with us today. And we'll be back, man. We're going to be back. Do it again tomorrow, Friday, Fresh Cash Friday. Fresh Cash Friday. D-Money going to be looking younger and younger by the day, and I'm going to be looking older and older. So
Benjamin Button.
He reverse agent. I'm making my little baby one day. I'm going to bring him in here and put him in the seat. Here, my little baby D-Money. Little baby D-Money. There it is. Big thank you guys for tuning in. You know how we got to close it out with a little hype here. What we got? What's a good song for the hype on the day? I got a good one. Money. It's just an age-old tried one.
I work all night, I work all day to pay the bills I have to pay. Ain't it sad? And still there never seems to be a single penny left for me. That's too bad. In my dreams, I have a plan. If I got me a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work at all. I'd fool around and have a ball. Money, 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 must be funny in the rich man's world. Money, 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 always sunny in the rich man's world. All the things I could do if I had a little money. It's a rich man's world. It's a rich man's world. A man like that is hard to find, but I can't get him off my mind.